drink with my best friends. Some people say we have a problem, but every night I make a new best friend. And the only problem is we like having a good time.
Hello. It is Thursday evening. It is 8 p.m. And by now you better know what that means. It's another episode of Between Two Beards. I am JPJ. Next to me, over this way is my boy Pluggo.
I'm not dead.
Pluggo, how the hell are we doing tonight, my friend?
I'm hanging in there. I'm alive.
I know. You feeling better? I know we were on Sidecast yesterday, but you have been battling COVID since Sunday, I believe you said you tested positive.
I did. I'm feeling better now. Like my chest is a little sore still, but like we're making it. We're getting through this. We're kicking its butt. It's a big week for us here at Love Wrestling. So I
damn right it is.
Play hurt, as they say. Rub some dirt on it, kid. You'll be fine. Yeah,
100%. All right, man. So
what about you? How are you? How was JPJ?
We got our buddy Carl in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you are well. Yeah, dude, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. Tomorrow, right here at Love Wrestling at 8 p.m., we're doing our 24-hour stream. It's going to be raising money for women's abortion and reproductive rights organization. This was the brainchild of Lawrence, our friend Lawrence Cartier. We all love Lawrence here. You and I are taking part 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., potentially 10, but I believe it's at least going to be 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. With a special guest that we will announce a little bit later. But with a special guest, and we're going to do breakfast with the Beards. We're going to talk a little NJPW G1 and how it's progressed so far. We're going to talk some Death Before Dishonor, which we're going to dabble a little bit tonight, but they're going to announce more matches tomorrow on Rampage. I know you were a part of the Tony Khan media call today. You represented Love Wrestling there today. They didn't pick on you to ask a question, unfortunately. No. But hey, Walton, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. Glad you are here. Hopefully you are having a good evening. But I know you were representing Love Wrestling on that call today, so I do want to dive into that a little bit as well, because I will be attending Death Before Dishonor this Saturday night. And so far, the card looks like it should be excellent. I'm expecting them to announce some other good matches tomorrow night. I'm expecting a few surprises during the event on Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to attending that show. Big time.
But so if you're in the comments, drop your questions, your comments. Of course, we're going to read them on air. We're the most interactive show going. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
But yeah, the media call was a lot of fun. Hold on one second.
Wow. Pluggo, so professional.
I had a cough. I'm COVID, man.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
Because I wanted to talk, be professional, and not have that rattling around my head. But yeah, the media call experience, that was a lot of fun. I didn't get called on. Pluggo was in there. He had his questions ready. My question for TK was, why did he choose Lowell, Massachusetts as the venue? Why not? I aim a little higher with all the buzz being that this was going to be the first ROH pay-per-view under strictly the AEW umbrella. But he went with some bit, I understand Ella was there, Sean Ross Sapp. I was hobnobbing in the waiting room with the big wigs, But a lot of good. Let's chat it up, No, it wasn't chat it up. It's kind of chill. You just sit there on a screen and there's nothing there but the logo for the show. And then the comments are the question. You have a little box where I can type a question, or I can like buzz in to want to ask a question. So I'm sure I was in a line. And then at the end, they spun a wheel to pick the last person. So I think that might have been the pool I was in. Because I'm sure if you're Tony Khan, you want to talk to Sean Ross Sapps and Bruce Pritchards and all that of the world of Fight Zone and whatever they're called. I don't remember. But I don't remember. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of people I never even heard of. And I was like, oh wow, yeah, that's a big deal.
It's cool though.
It was cool.
That's a cool opportunity. When they mentioned it, I was like, I had to work my regular job, my shoot job today, and I was like, damn. I was like, I would have loved to have hopped on that thing.
But yeah, thank you, Walton. I am feeling much better than I was, say, Sunday. So if this show was on a Sunday, JPJ would have had to fly solo.
I would have been solo. It would have been the beard.
He did drop the biggest news that he dropped from the media call was that the Briscoes are signed exclusively to long-term deals with ROH.
That's good.
So he did differentiate that there are ROH only contracts and then there are AEW's contracts. The Briscoes will fall under the ROH deal.
Yep.
We'll be interested to see how they use the Briscoes, knowing that Turner doesn't necessarily want them on TNT television, which is fine, or TBS television, either one.
Yeah.
Warner Media in general, we'll just say that. So that's interesting to me. Like, you signed the Briscoes to ROH. So what's the plans? I know Tony Khan was very adamant today because he was asked a few times about it. That weekly television is his goal for ROH.
Yep.
He wants to make that a priority. He wants to do what he can to differentiate both products, maybe have some crossover appeal between the two for big events, things like that. He's not saying that AEW talent can't come over and challenge ROH talent, things like that, but he does want to separate it. He wants to grow the ROH roster, to have a bigger roster for them when they go to weekly television. He wants to differentiate the belts too. There's not going to be any hybrid titles mixed together. We're not going to see, like a trios tag titles, for instance, where it would be an AEW and ROH branded belt. It's going to be ROH only, AEW only, vice versa, things like that. So it was a really cool experience. Like, I've never been able to be a part of something like that. And it was just kind of cool to sit there, and I got to you get to listen to people in this business that you look up to asking questions to Tony Khan. So if anything, for me, I'm just soaking that in, just how to pace a good question to a Tony Khan, because you don't want to waste the man's time, right? He's up there, he's busy, there's people in line. So it was really cool. It's a lot of experience. If anybody has any questions ROH related, hey, I'm your guy today.
I know, right? Yeah, you got all the insider info,
today.
man. I know.
Next time.
I know.
Push the button. Let me
next
ask
time,
question.
let Pluggo ask a question, for crying out loud.
No, thanks for having me, Tony. Either way, it's fun.
Carl, our friend at Turnbuckle Talk, he said that and I know we showed the comment, but you were chatting, but he said he was on an Impact call once, and he actually got to ask a question. He said it was awesome. So I can imagine if they choose you, you're like, oh, yeah, sure.
Because he's also super, and I'll say this
is my moment.
I've listened to media calls that have been posted from Fightful for WWE and AEW, and sometimes those WWE calls can be kind of testy at times, like Trips used to get a little combative. Like, Tony's always so nice to everybody for the most part. He's always like, hey, how's it going? How are you? Some guy they'll crack some jokes here and there, and he's laughing with them. Like, it's kind of just this intimate setting, and it was really fun to be a part of. Boris, buddy, what's good?
Big bad Boris, hope you are well. Thank you for hopping in here. We are good. What's going on with you, my man? And A. Walton said, what channel would ROH potentially be on if Turner doesn't want them boys on the air? I mean,
he didn't specify. He said he's talking, and I got to be honest, I guess, I think if Tony's going to sign them to a long-term deal in ROH, I don't think he's just going to sit them on the shelf. Maybe there's some work that can be done where they get them on some TV.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know what they did was, what they said was really shitty, and it should never be said. Not ideal
at all.
But I hate to also say on the other side of that sword is there's been a lot worse things that have happened, and the people have made it onto TV. So I don't know. I don't know if he's aiming streaming service or not. He was very coy in that. He just said that he is tirelessly working on trying to get a deal done.
Yeah.
Because he wants ROH to have its own footprint in the wrestling world, and wants it to not separate it completely from AEW, but be ROH.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Video Bros, Bobby Munson in the house.
Wishing us a good show. Thank you. Right after us, every Thursday, you will get Bobby Munson and Papa Smokes giving you that the best MLW coverage you will find with Major Love Wrestling. So make sure you hang around after us every Thursday. We got Throwback saying what's good, boys. JPJ, the Babe Ruth of Love Wrestling. I got Babe Ruth on my MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty team, and he rules.
Does that just mean you eat a bunch of hot dogs? You're not as good. You couldn't hit a curveball in today's game? Is that what he's saying? And for the first time in a long time, he's extremely happy and hyped about Saturday. Yeah, you're gonna be in ROH with him, not with him, but maybe you'll meet each other. You should meet up. Have guy in the house. Have some homemade pizza. Get to catch Starts beards. Doesn't get much better than this.
Look at this. Oh no! Hey, it's just two. We're not doing anything. We're not doing. What happened?
He must have got wind of the
No,
announcement.
no. Thank God. Sorry, my cat is underneath me, and he for some reason, the last 4 or 5 days, my cat is just determined
from the round
to
table
chew every wire of this computer, and I swear to God, he's gonna break my computer.
I will. So since we have the boss here and we've got a good amount of people, should we tell him who's joining us on Saturday for breakfast?
I think we should.
But
actually, should we? He was probably going to be sleeping. He probably could have got away with it. Or actually, I should say, Pluggo would probably get away for it. I mean, like he said, I have nothing to do with this.
But we appreciate that big bad blood from the Pro Wrestling Roundup. We love you too. Thank you, Pab guy. See, Pluggo is the spender. I'm not.
He is leading into us too. That is.
Yeah, we're
screwed.
But he's doing. So this is for those that don't know. The 24-hour stream is like stacked. We got like Quizplex blowing off stream to start off Friday night. That Quizplex is loaded high end. Gigi Ray, Sal. Oh, love Sal. Sal Renaro, I should say. Then he got blown off stream with our boy Alex, the Ecto guy. And who knows, if I'm awake, I'll hop onto that too.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spenny's taking the overnight shift and he's doing all the Love Pro Wrestling matches, watch alongs. And then Saturday morning at 7 a.m.
Take over, Pluggo. I got to be right back.
All right, we are having breakfast with beards, and he's getting out of here right as I'm about to announce that we are having a special guest join us for breakfast, and he's quite expensive. One, Mr. Warren Hayes will be joining us on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. to talk about the Death Before Dishonor card and the G1 breakfast for 3. Is it Owen? Elise Walton? Yes, I hope it is Owen. He's always here. He might show up.
Sorry about that.
Oh, shout out to my boy Throwback. Look at that. I'm pushing buttons because I thought he left too. And he said, no, what? Guys, yes, we're not sure how long Warren will be available. I'm hoping we'll get him for a good portion of it. We're going to talk all things G1, all things Ring of Honor, maybe some other things. We're going to talk about breakfast foods. I'm sure.
Yeah, that will be the draft.
Saturday
we are having a breakfast food draft. So I do want to talk about that right now, actually.
I
want some clarification from the chat. I need the chat. Well, yeah, we love Warren. Spencer, I'm sorry.
Saying my B2B Quizplex challenge is still out there. Mine as well.
Anytime. We can coordinate that with the boss and Zach with Quizplex. I will accept that challenge.
I will admit, Boris, on that end that we had this idea to do a Quizplex style show ahead of a Quizplex. This 24-hour stream thing has been pretty hectic at the Love Wrestling offices, so we didn't know if this was the time to debut that. But I'm thinking next Quizplex, leading up to it, we'll have Beardplex with Boris and a couple other guests. Stay tuned. But yeah, Spencer's mad. I'm expecting him to pop in and yell.
No, he's not going to pop in and yell. We'll be fine. It's for charity.
It's for charity. Exactly.
It's for charity.
We're spending.
How can you be mad at trying to raise money for charity? You know? But I need clarification. People in the chat. So Saturday morning, like Pluggo just said, big guest, Warren. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. But the draft on Saturday is breakfast foods. So I need to know, are we doing... Because I need to know beforehand because I have to prepare. Breakfast is my favorite meal. I could eat breakfast for every meal. I need to know, are we doing breakfast foods as in like eggs, potato, or are we doing breakfast like huevos rancheros? Are we picking breakfast plates or are we picking like the individual breakfast foods? I need to know this because I can do a draft either way. Well, while the comments come in from our awesome viewers, which we all love having you here,
of course. Throwback has redeemed some points, and he's saying, dude, I'm hyped for this car. I'm hyped, though. This card is hyped. Dude, Arthur's Paradise Dinner.
It's a diner. It's a diner in Lowell, Mass.
Okay.
Where the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view is happening in Lowell, Mass. That is a diner. That's like a very old school diner there.
Nice.
That is delicious. But yeah,
I'm trying to get to Boston. It's expensive. Maybe next
Boston. Time. Yeah, Boston's a time, dude.
Everything.
Okay, so he thinks everything should be on the table, so you can pick plates and
I
you
think
could just pick
people-
eggs, and then
people-
someone could pick like, oh, I'll take a, huevos
Breakfast
rancheros, or I'll take a breakfast burrito. So all that's on the table.
I'd take a Red Bull and a Slim Jim as my normal.
All right, that's fair. A Red Bull and a Slim Jim, bro. Come on, what? That is
Good
no way to
morning.
start a day. How are you going to start a day, bro? With that shit,
Monster.
bro. You need real nutrition. Not that
Energy
I'm not
and a
saying like
candy
I can
bar.
talk you and give you a health plan, but I'm saying you need real sustenance. Slim Jim and a friggin' Red Bull.
Why not?
How the hell do you stay up on your feet? Good Lord.
I'm an anomaly, bro.
My
All
God.
on the table. If you're in a diner for breakfast, everything is available.
All right.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
need a clarification. I just need a
Well,
clarification.
we're excited to be a part of that 24-hour stream. I know you're getting to see a lot of our faces over the last couple of weeks. We've done some extra shows here and there, but it's for a good cause. Lawrence is a good dude, and we couldn't think of a better way to like fit ourselves into that mix than breakfast.
Yeah. Like I said, it's my favorite meal of the day. So once I heard Pluggo was like, I'm available for the breakfast hours, I was like, I mean, breakfast with the beards. I mean, you have to do it. You have to do it.
I mean, throwback. I got to be honest, brother. If you're talking about how can you pay for spending love, he's the boss with the big budget. You need to be helping pay Pluggo.
Yeah, really. You need to be, and like we can't
Spenny's
answer that.
Spenny's got an income he can blow. Obviously.
Yeah, and we can't answer that question for Spencer. You got to. That's
Good
technically,
I mean, talking about breakfast always gets me hungry. Yeah, breakfast at any time of the day.
Breakfast
is always a good
rules.
time.
All right, breakfast rules.
Absolutely.
All right. Where do you want to start, dude? I mean, we can
Like
talk
I
about.
said,
I know we talked a little bit about the media call today. Do you want to dive into Death Before Dishonor? At least what's been announced so far?
I mean, we can. I mean, that's I mean, Dynamite was last night. That was a good show. I didn't think Raw was that bad this week. That was a shocker. I've had more time to kind of sit and watch things. Core Jade throwing the title in the trash. Where do you guys want to start? Again, if you're in the chat, drop us some questions, some comments. We'll tail this show wherever you want to go. We'll talk about the history of paint if you'd like.
Isn't that the epitome of how Vince feels about tag team wrestling? Is her throwing that belt in the trash? Unbelievable.
Women's tag team wrestling.
Unbelievable. I mean, all of it, really.
Oh.
But definitely. Oh, there it is. Was that blueberries in there tonight?
Oh, there's blueberries and pineapple in here.
Holy man! Wow, that's incredible.
That's why I eat my Slim Jims in the morning. So
well, no, you shouldn't. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. You have a sandwich or something.
Anyway.
Or a banana.
Yeah,
something like that.
Let's go ahead and start there and get it kind of out of the way because I don't watch
out of the way.
The NXT thing. I don't watch a ton of it.
Oh yeah.
But I just meant the whole like. So we weren't really a big fan of the way they did the Cora Jade turn to begin with, and then she drops the title in the trash. Like
unbelievable.
What is that? Somebody just gonna swing by and
yeah, and then
Mark Bell's here.
Yeah, and he gave you a compliment. He said, "Don't know if I've said this before, but Pluggo has one of the best backdrops in the streaming game."
Oh,
that was his wife. His wife did that.
Pluggo. So, admittedly, a little backstory to that is this happened right before we went on for GCW Change the World.
Yeah.
Her and I were talking, and it was right around the time that we were doing things, and I got a new microphone, and I think the last step to being like an official like podcast streamer guy was like, my background looks kind of sus, it's just that crude picture. It says hi mom. So my wife went out, built these shelves, and took all of my wrestling stuff and put it up on here, and it's been awesome, and everybody loves it. So shout out to her, and shout out to Smartmouth, who's killing it. Alex says he has the graphic. Smartmouth is the host of Quizplex that we just talked about with Gigi Ray, Hyann, and Sal Renaro Friday night. That's the wrong one. That's the last Quizplex, Alex. That was the last one.
Smartmouth, I miss my Andre poster too. It's on the other side of the room now because I got a new setup, sadly, so I have to get it over here. I need to. Pluggo outshines me when it comes to backdrops. These are flags, but you can only get to see
Alex. You're fired. Get out.
Yeah, Alex, crying out loud.
Well, this is
get out of here.
What are you, Pluggo? You making mistakes?
I love you, Alex. Like, don't ever fucking show up on screen without asking me first in the private chat ever again. Ever again.
Anyway, yeah, the title. How do you guys in the chat feel about the title getting thrown in the trash? Because they've done this in the history of wrestling. Obviously, Medusa doing it on WCW with the WWF at the time Women's Championship was a much bigger deal, and it was a bigger impact. But we have seen it in the past. I think didn't Daniel Bryan do it when he did the eco-friendly one? And then we just see it here and there. And then one wrestler, I don't remember their name, found a title, the European title in the trash, and he said he was a champ.
We need a game. What does that mean? A game of what?
Oh, y'all, if producer Alex hops into these streams more often than I hop on Quizplex. So every time Spencer hops onto a Quizplex, everybody has to.
Okay, I get it now. Sorry, I was like, what?
Basically, every time Alex hops on a stream here, we just yell.
It's true. I am just like, get the out of here. Get out of here. Anyway,
we tried to promote. We tried to be good company men. Because we spend lots and lots of money.
Yes, we do. We try to make it
up. We don't even have the right graphics.
Unbelievable. Do we have the right graphic though?
Stay hydrated.
Is that the only graphic we have? Is the wrong one? Oh, what a time. Hey, I was literally stay hydrated. You have to.
And I'm a huge fan of water. I
think Boris is right here. Boris's comment. He says the women's tag titles were a new toy and something they could hype up as a first ever, but I don't think there has been there hasn't. I don't even think there was a cohesive plan when they first introduced them.
Well, what's even more perplexing about it is that they introduced them, which was fine. Women's tag titles. I love it. Defend them across all three brands. Love it. I'm with you. You want to do that intertwining shit with the world titles? Sure. Okay. I'm still with you. But then you go and do the NXT tag.
That's where this shit went crazy.
And then you killed all the tag teams in NXT.
You specifically created the women's tag team titles with the caveat that you could defend them in all three brands. You specifically mentioned three brands, including NXT. So why, I'm not going to remember the time frame, but I feel like it was short. Why, less than 6 months, whatever it was, less than a year, less than 6 months, whatever. Why immediately after do you create the NXT? Why are the women's tag titles going to then come down to NXT, which is what they were promoted to do when they were created?
Oh, yeah.
When you have your own. It's the dumbest thing, one of the dumber decisions, and there's a lot of them. But that's one of the dumber decisions. I can't. Oh my God! It still makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
And now, guess what? There's none of them.
Yeah. Remember
there's no women's tag match because weren't they supposed to come back with a tournament? We heard that, right? What was that? 3 months ago now, or something like that? They're never coming back. Never coming back.
Boris saying that do the same thing with the AEW Trios titles. I think that was part of that media call today. He didn't explicitly say Trios titles for AEW. But I know ROH has Trios titles, and I think that those are going to be the ones. I don't think he's going to do both.
Yeah.
If I was a bet man, he didn't specifically say he was not going to do an AEW Trios title, but I think if you've already got him in ROH, just keep him there. That's fine. Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Undisputed Elite. That's something too. Where did that just get announced?
Wait a minute. Is that official? No, wait. Did they just announce that?
Because that was something. That was something that Shane Taylor hadn't been on anything.
Incredible.
That'd be awesome. We love Shane.
Oh, all right. I thought they announced that. I was about to have to get off stream.
Heart attack.
I would have had to. That
is kind of an audition. Sorry for the.
That would be incredible, though. Oh my God, that is a dream match. That is a dream. I almost had to literally. I would have left the stream. I would have been like, I gotta go. I'm going to the show. God. But
you're just gonna not show up anymore. You love Shane Taylor that much.
That match right there, though,
I love Shane Taylor. I'm surprised he's not been a part of any of the plans at ROH up to this point.
Maybe he will be.
I hope that he will be. And again, Tony Khan did say he's going to expand those rosters. So I'm excited to see what they do. But anyway,
we're going to try this again. Alex. We're going to try this again. There it is.
He did it.
There it is. We did it. So
this is all right. Friday, July 22nd to kick off, if I believe correctly.
I believe we are.
At least really early on. I think Lawrence might be officially kicking off the 24-hour stream, but this is going to be right on the tail of that. Gigi Ray, High-End, and Sal Renaro. Going to be joining Clisplex. Going to be drinking some beers, doing some trivia. I'm always in the chat for those, and I always win the points for the viewers. So be there. Start off at 25 and then look at that.
Oh, I like that graphic. Look at that, baby.
Look at that.
On the eggs. I
Saturday
love it.
morning, 7 a.m.
I love it. Breakfast with the beards, baby. That's going to be a good time. I'm very much looking forward to that.
We'll put Warren at the bottom. With some
Yeah, I know. Right?
Little Warren Hayes at the bottom.
Oh, man. They could reunite the old team of Taylor and Keith. I mean, that would. Well, right now, Keith Lee obviously is AEW tag team champions with Swerve. They had themselves a celebration. We will be diving into Dynamite in a little bit. But let's get more into news. We talked about the media call today. We're going to dive into Death Before Dishonor on Saturday. They're announcing more matches.
Did we read this real quick? We missed this one. Throwbacks out here just redeeming them channel points, baby. You guys do the same. Get a follow, get a like in there.
Yeah,
subscribe.
we appreciate that a lot, actually.
Did they retcon the NXT title technically in that company? If Roman truly the undisputed champion, does Breakker have a grip? If the
a lot of questions
title,
I don't know what all that means. I have no idea what all that means.
Shouldn't, in theory. There's a lot to that, but yeah,
there's a lot to that. I don't
Roman is the undisputed champion. Breakker
for now.
I don't even know what he's doing right now.
He fought Cameron Grimes, I want to say. He fought Cameron Grimes for the title.
I call him Cameron Grooms because he's too groomed up to be Cameron Grimes, in my opinion.
But I believe he fought him. And there you go. If you all subscribe, you can access the chat for LPW 6 as well, which is happening at the end of the month.
Which not only
Paradise. Go ahead.
We'll be in that chat.
Oh, we always are.
You'll get our beautiful face emojis too that you can spam in said chat to let Spencer know that these beautiful faces right here, we're the faces that run the place.
We are.
Yeah, we spend the money to make the money.
All of it.
So if you hit that subscribe button today.
All right, Pluggo. There was some news. Sean Ross Sapp reported on Fightful Select that one Kenneth Omega is gearing up, and he could be coming back soon. This is good news. He has been out since November. His last match. Yeah, it's been a while. His last match was at Full Gear. Obviously, he lost the AEW World Heavyweight title to Hangman Adam Page. I see.
Beards are only spending the money they make. They can't blame for making some money. That's right.
Have guy might not be lying, but all right.
We made razor thin margins here. That's what we do, baby.
Razor thin margins. Something I never thought I'd hear Pluggo say. Razor thin margins.
Because we also have an announcement about. I learned that from the guest or the co-host we're gonna have next week while you're on vacation.
Yes, are we announcing that tonight too? I would hope. Or are you saving that for the socials?
It doesn't matter. We announce it tonight.
We just got so much stuff going on, guys. Like
we are, and then we got when you come back from vacation.
Yeah, we got a big week that week too. We're not announcing it yet, but we got a big. Don't tell Spencer, but we got. There you go. It is from Taryn from Accounting. She gets us that fiscal lingo down pat.
Right.
Oh no, and then we have our Patreon. Speaking of Pluggo, you had a little one-on-one interview with said Taryn from Accounting.
I sure did.
And you can find that by signing up for Love Wrestling Patreon.
Could have got your first look at that. We talked about her upcoming match with Zoe Sager for the Love Pro Wrestling Challenge Championship. It got a little heated between the two of them, but I can't wait. And I'm just going to say it. She's going to co-host Between Two Beards next week while JPJ is on vacation. Me and Taryn from Accounting, we're going to run this shit. We're going to have a good old time. We might even talk some financial strategies. She's not cheap either, unlike... See, look at that.
Spencer's not exactly unhappy about that one. All I will say is I'm jealous because I would have liked her to have joined us. But that is a great fill-in for me. I'm excited for that show in general. That should be really cool.
Spencer usually pops in on the day before.
And then we're not gonna say who it is, but I'll give you this little hint. When I come back, we're also gonna have a guest that night. And I'll just say that it should be grand. Should be grand. I'll leave it at
The
that.
boys are making moves.
Let that
We're becoming
think
the podcast
what you will of
that,
that, but I'm just
so
saying the guest that
big.
we have on August 4th, the week after my vacation when I come back, it should be a grand old time. And we have someone that just popped in.
Yeah, we're becoming such a big show.
I don't know
we
what
just
is
talk about
happening.
all the news we've got.
I can't believe Grand Funk Row. They'll be performing behind me. I'm gonna actually be remote, and they're gonna be performing behind me
Awesome.
the whole episode. So, but we have someone that just popped in. This is 2 weeks in a row, unannounced. Just people are like, I gotta be on this show. I gotta see what this is about.
Does that to people.
I believe this person might have some news too. Maybe that's why he decided to pop on.
Well, I do have some new.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! All right.
What are you doing?
Oh, Alex.
God, dude, I'm sick.
Unbelievable. But without any further ado, it's
Great.
Pluggo's best friend. It's one of Between Two Beards' best friends. He will remain off camera.
Because he's...
But the wordsmith is back on Between Two Beards. Oh, no, I think he's muted. Get him off the camera. Maybe he's not ready. Is he muted?
He's muted. This is just good TV.
This is it. I'm leaving him there. But anyway,
we're talking about
leaving him
Kenny
there.
Omega.
Yeah, Kenneth Omega.
Okay,
Unbelievable. He's gone. He disappeared.
He's alive!
Right as we
he's
built
not.
him up. He's not. He literally just dropped off. So maybe,
But yes,
hopefully,
Kenny
he is.
Omega might be coming back, and that's a big deal here
Mm-hmm.
because we love Kenny Omega, and
Yeah,
I don't
really
understand anybody that doesn't. And
Yep.
now he's popped back on.
Now he's popped back on. Is he alive
He's not
now?
alive.
Is the wordsmith alive now?
I was swearing. I was saying horrible words. Wasn't nice. It was very
us?
evil. No, my friends. No. It was swearing about goddamn technology and goddamn mute buttons.
I felt like I gave you such an entrance.
You did.
Yeah.
And
I felt
then
like I gave you
technology
such
was
an
just
entrance.
Like, wordsmith, eat it. And I was like, okay, nom, and I'll just disappear because I am the worst.
Oh,
Apparently.
man. It's okay.
So, best
Good to
friend,
have you here.
Bestie, welcome back. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
I mean, it's when I think of love wrestling, when I think of wrestling in general, I think of sports entertainment, right? And I'm here to announce something so freaking entertaining. You guys know we got this thing. Have you guys spoken about what's happening on this coming weekend?
Extensively.
Where have I been? Castle Wordsmith, the Wi-Fi is a little bit sketchy here. I apologize.
It's okay.
Rogers is for some reason just saying no to
I know
most of
they've been
Canada
having a time, right? They've
So,
been having
yes.
a time, Rogers.
Yep, they have. Well, I am here, gentlemen, to announce to you that, let me just check my notes because I am rusty at this. We are going to go up here and look at what we got here. I'm here to tell you that at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., ladies, gentlemen, and lizards alike, I'll be back.
Oh.
Live.
Yay!
Probably
Yes.
uncensored, unless I can be, taken out by whoever may run into my apartment and assault me, which I have been threatened several times. So I'm a little
take
bit
him
worried.
down for you.
I'm worried about Saturday. And what am I going to be doing? Well, in honor of my two best friends, mostly you, Pluggo. Sorry, JPJ.
It's
This
okay.
is an established thing.
No, it's okay.
It's,
I got it.
It's in canon. It's the lore of the wordsmith
It's
and
all
Pluggo.
right. Yeah, it's fine.
I am going
No offense taken.
to tell how much I love Big Daddy Magic, Matt
Yeah.
Menard,
That promo,
and
yes.
Cool Hand Ange. I am going to speak on that,
Oh,
and that's all I'm giving you.
Are you writing them a love letter and you're gonna?
I've already written the love letter. I have had the pleasure.
Oh,
Let me do a little
man.
teaser, ladies, gentlemen, and lizards alike. I have seen Big Daddy Magic and Angelo Parker, or whatever his name is these days. Love them both. I have had the pleasure of seeing them in Montreal several times.
Oh,
And my God, what they're doing recently just
incredible.
I want more of a taste of it. Give me more of a taste of it every week. More taste.
I said last night on All Elite Sidecast, AES, that I wanted the first challengers, not necessarily the first main feud for Swerve in Our Glory. I want 2.0 to get a shot at those titles.
I want them to win the belts because
eventually,
those
yes.
promos. You see this? This is the best tag team in the freaking universe, huh? Or Galaxy, or whatever they make
He's
fun
just
of.
combing his hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And you know,
This is the best day ever.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
People are not spamming the chat right now.
And they aren't.
Excitement.
And they aren't. They aren't
because the wordsmith is coming back.
Wordsmith
He's bringing
is
it back.
back.
This is like LeBron James coming home.
Don't know how I
It
feel
literally
about that.
is.
Don't know how I feel about that. Going to be honest. I'm not up on the sports ball. I watch sports entertainment. After all. I don't watch that other
This is
stuff.
like Cody Rhodes coming back to the WWE.
Oh, and I can't, let me speak on. You know what? I'm going to steal a line from another. Have you heard his podcast, ladies and gentlemen? Conan, let me speak on this.
Conan. No.
Let me speak on this. When I hear fans on the internet speaking about Cody Rhodes, Cody's finally back where he belongs.
He's home.
He's home. Can we just acknowledge that he left and made a bigger name for himself?
Truly.
And then founded an entire company based on, well, Stardust was shit. No one wants to talk about that because he's home.
Daddy's home.
Jesus.
Just like Barney said,
Cody
Daddy's
Rhodes.
home. Daddy's home.
You know, the sad thing is, I mean, well, obviously he's out injured now, but like, he made the right choice going back, did he not?
I mean, he's
the way
making
he
tons of
was
money.
being presented, you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like, and that was the main question. Once it came out that he was going back, the main question was they have to treat him this way. They have to.
Yeah, you can't bring him back.
You can't have him come back and then make him
Stardust.
Stardust in 8 months. Like, you can't. He needs to be. And then they kept the music, they kept the look, they kept the character. In my opinion, even though he's hurt currently, he's literally and Lesnar might win the title next week. Who knows? But in my opinion, when I look at the WWE roster, Cody is the only believable person to me that has been booked properly enough to beat Roman. And
you're not a fan of Madcap Moss?
I actually am a fan of Madcap Moss, but
Did he really win the ESPY? What did he win it for?
Cody won the ESPY.
For the
I honestly don't know what the
Cell
ESPY was
match?
for, but Cody
Randy
was it
didn't
Wrestler
win
of the
an
Year,
ESPY?
right? It's probably
Randy
just
should
Wrestler
have
of the
won
Year.
an ESPY.
What is it?
Randy Rhodes should have won an ESPY. That's my opinion. Whoopsie.
Hey,
Guess my show on Saturday is over.
Yeah. Get out of here. You call it on a show. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
No,
you know, Brandy's like, I won that.
Randy's
WWE
like, yo,
moment of the
go
year.
make
His
money.
return.
We have kids
Was it his
now.
return or the?
That is, I mean, that would.
I mean, it was huge. It was a huge moment.
That's a good one.
It was a huge moment.
Moment of the year, because I mean, if you think about it, especially in just 2022 alone,
Well,
the
okay, that
moments
was
of the year
WWE.
aren't
Yeah, 'cause they're not
exactly.
Wait a second.
Yeah, the ESPYs have a WWE category.
Yeah,
I don't think they're-
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
It's
not like
Moment
all
of the
the-
year.
yeah, it was CM
For
Punk.
return,
It
I
was
was
CM
gonna
Punk.
say, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Charles Montgomery Punk hasn't beat on that. But that's just
Josh
that's
is here. We got
just-
Josh on the chat. Hello,
Hello.
my friend. Love you, buddy. Hope you're having yourself a good morning.
Afternoon? I want to say afternoon.
Afternoon. I
I'm
wanna
guessing.
say
Josh, tell
afternoon.
me who's right in the comments.
Josh,
it's afternoon.
Probably
I
not
think
me.
you had it.
Josh is
Afternoon.
in the future. It's Friday.
Josh is in the future.
Yeah, I know, but I
Is
think
it
it's
better in the
afternoon.
future?
But always a pleasure to see Josh. I love Josh. A new episode of the J&J Power. It's morning. I got it right.
Aw,
Damn it.
crap.
I have the weekly show with the
Told
man.
you, Castle
I
Winston's
know it.
Wi-Fi's crap over here.
Oh.
You don't even know what's going on. I'm surprised I'm even coming through.
A
Sorry,
new
but,
episode of the J&J Power Hour came out this morning as well.
And Josh
over
saying the
on-
future still sucks. So.
The
It
future
does.
still sucks. That's
I'm sorry,
unfortunate.
Josh.
So go check that out after us watch Major Love Wrestling, and then after Major Love Wrestling, go watch the J&J Power.
Watch
The
all the
JJ
wrestling.
Power Hour is a great little like commute. If you put it on while
Yeah.
driving, listening to those two sexy studs
You
talk
know?
about whatever,
Yeah,
gets me pumped. Gets my
always,
Thursdays
always a
going.
fun time. I love Josh, so I'm glad to see him in the chat.
I've been on that show
Um,
once.
You did,
Twice.
Yeah,
I've been on twice. Yeah.
yeah. There you go. See, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? All right, what the hell do we want to talk? Well,
We
I'm
were
gonna be
talking
honest
about
with you,
Kenny
Lord,
Omega, and then everything.
we were
just
talking
went.
about Kenny Omega coming back.
Kenny Omega.
The show.
What are we
The
talking
show
about? Kenny
always
Omega?
has a plan, and then just
What are we
gets
talking
and then
about
it
Kenny
just,
Omega?
it just
We're
goes
talking-
like this. But that's
I
what
can
makes
join
us
in on
great.
this conversation about Kenny Omega.
Well,
I
they're-
happen to be
yes.
a bit of a Kenny Omega mark. Just
Okay,
just
I
a
am
little bit.
too.
Because
I am
because
too.
I enjoyed the 14-hour matches that he had in Japan that everyone for some reason all of a sudden is like, they're too long.
He's
Whatever.
no good.
Not good. It's no psychology. Okay.
Okay.
You wrestle an
Well,
inflatable doll
you s-
one
have you
time,
s-
and everybody
yeah,
forgets
what-
about the 7-star bangers.
You know what? Can digression here. Let me speak on this for a second. Sorry, Conan. The check is in the mail. I know. But at this point, people are completely dragging Kenny Omega for a blow-up doll match. However, there are individuals who are considered icons of that industry who have done arguably much worse things in their personal lives, and yet they're still in Hall of Fames, and they were president. Whoopsie, sorry, that's
and they were,
and I'm sorry.
oh
Who
no,
do you think that won Kenny Omega? He comes back.
it's got to be.
Where
Adam
should
Cole,
they
right?
slot? Where
It
Adam
has to
Cole
be.
right
It has
away?
to be.
Has to be.
I want like that. That's the rivalry that I think they really set up because, and yes, Ibushi did do the same thing, and no
Yes.
one shits on him because it's Ibushi. But it's like, sorry, you cannot have one and not the other.
Yeah,
Like that's the rules.
yeah.
I
It's
know
true.
the rules.
It's 100% true. It's 100% true.
When he does eventually make his glorious return with discount what's his face Michael Keaton, I'm referring to Don Callis.
Don
Look
Callis,
at it.
yeah.
Look at them
Yeah.
next to each other. Tell me I'm wrong.
That is a good call out. Now I'm never gonna not see
You're
that.
never gonna not see it, and
I'm
it's like
never gonna not see Michael
what's happened?
Keaton.
You'll never see. Yeah,
I
exactly.
love Michael Keaton.
I love Michael
Multiplicity.
Keaton. It's
Oh,
Batman. Batman.
oh
89.
yeah, Batman.
That's my
Obviously,
shit
the
right
multiplicity
there.
though.
But
But anyway,
anyway,
Beetlejuice? Come on.
here's the thing. When he comes back, it has to be the elite against the undisputed. Can't say the
Yes.
rest of it.
the undisputed.
Undisputed redacted.
Yeah,
Is what we're
yeah. But no, and that's what's going to happen. The last time we saw Kenny Omega on screen, he was given a dig to Adam Cole,
Yeah,
and he was like,
and it
"All right,
was
you guys
beautiful.
take care of it for me." And Adam Cole was like, "Don't worry, I got it." And he's like,
No, not
I
you.
wasn't talking to you.
Not,
I didn't mean
not
you.
you. You-
Yeah, not you." So
You're-
The
I
only,
mean,
the only problem with that is all their injuries got to kind of line
I
up
know
together
and that's
because
the problem,
Bobby's
because
out,
Cole's
Fish
injured,
is
Bobby's
hurt.
out. Yeah, so they got to heal up a bit, but I think
Do you
I
think
think
that's
you can
why
come
maybe
back.
the Bucks dropped the titles?
The Bucks
think
don't need the titles.
Well,
They don't.
And
They
again,
don't need
like
them. But
that's-
if
they
you,
don't-
but if you
they
know you
didn't
got
need them.
Kenny coming back,
And well, Tony Khan has publicly said though that, and you were on the media call today, Pluggo, but like he's been asked about trios titles. He says they're coming, but he said he specifically wanted to wait for Kenny Omega to return before they brought them. So
Gee, I wonder
maybe
who's going to win the inaugural
like,
titles.
that's what I'm
then.
saying. Maybe all of a sudden at All Out, if everyone is healthy, maybe it's not the Young Bucks and FTR that we all thought it was going to be. Maybe they're introducing the trios titles,
right?
and it's the Elite versus the Undisputed, whatever they are.
The
Maybe.
Undisputed Era.
That could be a stretch, but maybe.
Undisputed Elite.
We're still in July. It's the middle of July. All Out's not till September 4th, so you're talking over a month. You're talking a month and a half, maybe like 9 weeks, 10 weeks or something like that. Like there's time if everyone gets healthy. It's a possibility.
Kenny doesn't
We have
have
Smart
to
Mouth saying
necessarily
Kenny,
be-
Hangman, and Riho for
I
trio.
want
Ooh,
that to
like a
happen
mixed
so
trios.
badly.
There you go.
I
Like a
want,
mixed
no,
trios.
actually, you know what? Take Rio out. I'm sorry. I don't like Riho. Don't hate me in the comments.
Only Smart Mouth's gonna hate you for that. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the one
sorry.
that said it.
You know what?
Yeah.
And I'm going to redeem it. Give me Maki Ito in that.
Oh, all
Back
right.
at, you
All
know, in
right.
that,
Yeah.
and it's just the dysfunction junction
Yeah.
of like people that shouldn't be teaming together, and it shouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Oh man. Yeah, so Kenny Omega coming back. On the other side of things, over in the Fed, Edge. In the Fed. Edge is reportedly returning as early as next week, which they better if he's going to, because it's the go-home show to SummerSlam.
Right.
They're saying that he's returning in Madison Square Garden next week. Yeah.
Do you get hyped up for Madison Square? I have another.
Here's my thing. I used
Do you
to get
as,
hyped
like, 'cause
up.
people get like they make them
Well,
so
here's-
big deals,
so-
but
I feel like you hear Madison Square Garden and WWE, and you're like, oh shit, they treat Madison Square Garden like it's their, like, you know,
It's
they
like
used
it's
to
their
treat
Madison
Madison
Square
Square Garden like it was their arena. Like
Yeah.
when they went to Madison Square Garden, it was a big deal. It was going to be one of the bigger Raws of the year. Like if a pay-per-view was in Madison Square Garden, it was just a big deal. But now it feels like they go to Madison Square Garden like once every 3 or 4 years, because
Right.
they go to Brooklyn, or they go to whatever what Barclays or
It's Barclays Center.
Barclays. That's where they go now. So I understand why fans still get pumped, like, oh God, they're going to Madison Square Garden, because they don't go there as much as they used to. But it used to be such a big deal when they would go there.
What's this? I mean, it's not a very. I mean, it's arguably the most famous arena in the world.
Yeah.
So, what's
Seating?
the seating capacity of that particular venue?
Let's see. Oh, they're amazing. I like that. I like
yeah,
that.
I think
Seating
it's still
chart.
20. I think it's 20K, easy.
Oh,
18
it's got to
to
be more
20.
than that. It's got to be more than that.
You think so? The Knicks.
I
got
feel
some.
disrespected in this. I feel like I
Oh.
should be part of those trios, but you know what? I'm going for that mid card title. Give me the X division.
Yeah,
Oh,
division
I like
title,
it.
Give me the X division.
We'll just run.
Oh no,
things.
Pluggo, you were right. The seating capacity is 18,200.
Oh man, what was that? How'd those
That's
work?
less than
States coming out of
So
your
with,
house?
Fantastic.
well, with wrestling, it'll be more though,
Fantastic. How
because
are
they
you,
do
Darmiza?
the floor and stuff like that. Like that might be for a basketball.
Well, I was gonna say Edge coming back. All I want Edge doing is return before he goes on to do whatever else he's got to do. Is knock the legs off of Finn Balor's pants, because I hate that look. I miss the leather trunks.
Yeah. it didn't
Finn
look
Balor
weird.
in pants is just not the vibe.
No.
Not
But
the
do
vibe.
we think so when Edge comes back? I happen to think it'll be because Finn Balor and Damian Priest have been torturing the Mysterios. Oh, we need 8-man tag titles. I don't know about that. Now we're getting wild.
Hey,
We got Bobby Munson saying
that's what
Edge is
happens,
bringing the
man.
Fiend with him. Bringing a Fiend with him.
that would be interesting.
We have
I mean,
Darren Amazing asking Wordsmith how he's doing. How are you?
I've addressed that. I'm
Yeah.
good.
All right, rock and roll.
He's all right. He's
Um,
fine. He's a pro.
yeah.
I'm doing good.
Sports entertained.
Oh, we got the Canadian Goose.
Oh, the
Honk,
goose
honk,
is here.
Getting in
What's
here, honk, honk.
honk, baby.
Honk,
Man,
honk, honk.
We got all the
Honked
crew
on
in here
this
tonight.
show
This
a
is
lot.
lovely. I love this. So my thing is, Judgment Day obviously kicked Edge out, and it looked like Finn Balor was going to be the new leader. I don't know if he is. I feel like Damian Priest has been doing most of the talking since that happened. So I don't really know who the leader is but anyway, Edge ain't a part of it anymore. They
It
beat
was
the
me,
absolute
JPJ.
shit out
It
of
was me all along.
him. Hey, I'll tell you this. Side note, I was at that Raw when that happened. But
You mean where Christopher Daniels was supposed to debut?
exactly. Yeah, the greater power was supposed to be Christopher Daniels.
I'm sorry, it's the Hauer power.
Was it the higher power?
No, it's a Hauer power. That's what me and Mark Callis once said.
Oh,
I don't care. I used to be a fan. Now I just bury him.
And
'cause
now
it's like,
Christopher Daniels is just out there speaking on behalf of Samoa Joe.
yeah, well, he's on Dynamite. He's wrestling tomorrow night on
I
Dynamite.
know he's on
Rampage.
Rampage,
On
but I'm
Rampage,
just
he's
saying, like
wrestling.
the whole thing is he just comes out and he goes, Samoa Joe wouldn't take too kindly to this Jay Lethal, and Jay Lethal's like, where the fuck is he at?
Yeah,
It's
I
the
agree.
Anyway, we got I have cryptic videos that reveal Edge in the most recent one of their SI no twist.
I think
to
it's
it.
supposed to say if there is no twist to it.
Oh, okay.
Also, why would Edge want to take on a group by himself? There's lots of hidden images in the videos that indicate imagery from Bray Wyatt. There are. And I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. But what I think is going to happen is I think once again for the 4th or 5th week in a row on Monday, they're celebrating Rey Mysterio's 20 years in WWE.
Someone needs to murder Rey Mysterio on that day.
Okay.
I don't even care if it's in storyline. Someone should just come out and wreck him.
I will say this has been the most, like, right around now, there's a lot of Bray Wyatt returning rumors. Or when
there is. He just changed his Twitter account to like
a
Vince McMahon quote, I believe, today or the other day as well. So
very cryptic stuff going that way.
Look,
somebody brought up Rey Mysterio. Can we talk about Dom? Somebody needs to do something. What do you do with Dominic? Ray. This is Ray's should be his farewell swan song. Like, we're just having banger matches. Ray on his way out of the tail, and he's carrying around Dominic this whole time. We gotta do something here. Ray's got to turn on Dominic or something. You got to go.
I would love if it was. And Bobby says Dom joins the Judgment Day. So it looks like Alex and Bobby were kind of hoping. I think Dom needs to turn more. Well, first of all, I think what needs to happen with Dominic, as far as in-ring goes, is he needs to stop wrestling like his dad.
I get it. I'm not going to ever give up on my kids.
No, of course not. But I don't even get it together. But Dominic
got to be like, bro, go do your
Dominic doesn't. To me, I feel like he should be wrestling a different style. You want to throw in the occasional nod to Lucha Libre or your dad or whatever. You want to still do the 619? Fine, cool. That can be one of your moves, but he wrestles in a way that I don't think suits what he could probably be.
But he should be doing the Three Amigos, shouldn't he? Or is that
the
thing we talk about anymore?
The Three.
Whereas he's probably, he is quite a bit taller than his biological father, I suppose. Where is Vicky, by the way?
In AEW.
But I haven't seen her on TV in a while.
No. Who's she with now? She's with Nyla still, right?
Yes.
I haven't seen Nyla in a while either.
They haven't seen
Nyla's on Ethan Page's vlog sometimes.
Yeah. So, Nyla, you want to talk about someone that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nyla Rose is hilarious.
Watch all you got to do is
watch
the toy hunts she does, and she's like, I don't want to buy anything.
Yeah.
By the end of the video, she spent over $200, and it's just this is a problem for me. This is why I have a job.
She's very funny.
Bad.
Very funny Twitter follow as well. She roasts people, but not in a mean way. I am not one to speak on these matters, but I do like the way that she handled a certain, let's say, dipshit of a human being who brought a sign and legitimately was just nah, fuck that guy. That's legit. Sorry.
Yeah. What do you do for a living? Well, be a better person. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, she's excellent. She's very, very funny, very charismatic. I wish they have on the backstage interviews that we have seen from her.
She was a shark. She was one of the sharks on.
Was she really? Was she
a shark? Oh, she had Shark Tank with Cuban. She ain't got Cuban money.
Was she in the shark?
She was one of the sharks
outfit. She was one in the mascot outfit.
They're amazing. We need clarification.
You couldn't pay just some rando to do that.
I mean, why? If you already got everybody there.
But what?
Dressed.
I mean, whatever.
If
they offered that to me, I'd
was she the left shark at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago that made Katy Perry's performance watchable? Sorry.
Unbelievable. But they're starting to let her show a little bit of that personality. She's still the native beast and things like that's her character. But at least in the last couple interviews, in between her still being that badass, she's cracking a few jokes that will make you laugh because she's naturally funny and she's naturally super charismatic. And I hope eventually they let her kind of be a little bit looser on hey, go have some be a good person or be a little lighthearted, show that humor and charisma that she has, because she is very, very funny. Very, very
Joke's funny. On you. I love cake. She actually said that in the backstage segment. I was like,
Nyla's over. Which is the best thing I've ever heard.
Nyla's over no matter what. You just got over with cake. It's amazing.
That's tremendous. Oh, it's so good. Okay, well, Smartmouth says, to be fair, she ambushed Serpentico in the costume on her socials. So it was supposed to be Serpentico, but Nyla was like, no, I want to do this. I want to
Yeah.
do this. It's amazing.
Oh, Ray.
I'm sorry, but yes. So we were talking about Rey Mysterio. I think Rey Mysterio is going to be in the ring celebrating. I think Judgment Day comes out. They start to F with Rey a little bit that they've been doing. And I think Edge comes out, and I think we get a reuniting at SummerSlam of Edge and Rey Mysterio against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I think that's what we're going to do.
Hey, can you imagine, though,
I think that's
Dominic
what we're gonna
Mysterio
do.
turning on
He
his dad?
stinks.
And
He
be-
stinks.
But that's
Sorry,
what I'm saying. Like,
sorry,
but that's
Dom.
what I'm saying. Like, he's
Probably
so
a nice
bad.
kid. I have no problem with him, but he stinks.
But you know how these tag team breakups go. One's sick of riding the other's coattails, and it's like, Dom, you wouldn't be here without those coattails. So you're gonna turn on your dad, like your dad, who's an absolute legend in the game. Probably.
I think
on
he should. I
everyone's
think he should
short
turn on his
list.
dad and then wrestle
What's he gonna
like a
say?
heel.
Oh,
Be a little
sick of-
different.
I'm sick of all the
Sick of all the money.
Yeah,
Sick of all the chances that I get.
All
I
the
think
chances
Spencer nails it here. He says WWE missed a major opportunity not having Dom turn on Ray a couple years ago on Father's Day at Hell in a Cell.
That would have been dope.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. And then
Greatest
after he
thing ever.
turns on him, he just looks at him and goes, "Happy Father's Day." Oh,
Kicks him in the dick.
oh, oh. Yeah, kicks him in the
Just kicks him in the just. hooks
Happy
him.
Father's Day, right in
Happy
the
Father's
right in
Day.
the balls. Boom.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Hello, Ray, and punch him in the groin.
I'm kicking you where I came from.
Oh, that would have been tremendous. That would have been tremendous. That was a missed opportunity. Eddie should have won the ladder match.
And he
Oh,
did
put
win that
up.
ladder match. We all know it. Look at him. He's way taller than Ray. I know height has nothing to do with it, but I don't care. I'm sticking to that till the day.
Yeah,
I
all he
die.
has to do is like, I wish Eddie would have won. Or something like that.
There you go.
Oh, God. Tremendous stuff.
That could be
It'd be
like the
tremendous.
Batista. You were supposed to be my friend, and he just beats the shit out of him. Like, imagine that moment. You were supposed to be my dad, but you're not. And then he was.
You don't act like my dad.
You're not my dad. And it's just a whole bunch of. But I don't think the sponsors would be okay with that.
No, they
So,
wouldn't.
Yeah,
No, they wouldn't.
leave your
But hey,
family
we're
trauma
good.
backstage.
TV 14 now. Anything's go.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that's-
They delayed that.
Coming.
It's
I
coming.
heard SummerSlam is rated
Let's
TV
go.
14.
You know what that means? I'm seeing
They're gonna
blood.
say
I'm
balls.
seeing blood. Someone's bleeding. Someone is bleeding.
Well, it's
we're
funny
eating
is
every time on
I
AEW,
sat and I
man.
watched Raw this week because I'm the the good little boy that I am and stayed in my house and focused on that
Yes,
kind of
you
stuff.
were
Didn't go
quarantining.
quarantining, and so I'm like, they talked about the 14 thing. It didn't happen this week, but I watched anyway. And of course, all I could think of was the segment where the Miz is like, balls, 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 little
Oh,
balls.
that's been
hit 'em
going for a
on-
month now. That's been
I
going on for
know,
a
I
month
know,
now.
but that's the only reason I think they're going to TV 14 is
And
because
so Miz
they
can just keep on going. I have
Yeah.
gigantic balls.
like he says
I
it
have
so much.
testicular fortitude. They
You
are
know
large.
that there's a commissioner, like a commission person for something for the whatever they call that, the TV ratings people or the censorship people. They're probably like, you can only say balls 15 times an episode. If you want to go to 16, we got to bump you to 14. And Vince is like, God damn it, the Vince is on a roll. Let's do it.
We're doing it. TV 14.
Maybe 14, just so you can say balls an extra 10 times.
Yeah. They got balls the size of grapefruits. That's what he used to say. That's what he used to say. Wordsmith, I don't know if you've been able to watch the show the last couple weeks, but
No, I don't watch wrestling.
no, I mean us. I mean us.
Us.
I
Bro.
watch occasionally. It's just,
Jeez, man.
What the hell, man?
God,
I love you guys.
Wrestling,
The
bro?
answer is I watch
Wrestling?
you
What are you
religiously.
talking about
What is
wrestling
this?
for?
I'll tell you what I really watch though. I'll go swallow that for a second.
He's got COVID, man.
Yeah, exactly. Chill. I don't want to aggravate the vid. I watch sports entertainment. I don't watch
Yeah,
wrestling.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay,
The answer
well-
is, let's try this again. Start from the top. The
Right.
answer is, Wordsmith, is I watch you guys religiously.
I watch you
'cause
guys
are the
religiously,
best.
and
All right,
I-
all right. Start from the top.
it's-
JPJ, ask the question. All right. We'll cut this in
So
post.
I don't know if you've gotten able to watch us any of the last
Oh,
couple
absolutely,
weeks.
JPJ. I watch this show religiously. You have no idea. I wake up in the morning and I think, how many hours is it until I get to witness my best friend and JPJ wonderfully telling me about all the wonderful things that I should like in wrestling and other sports ball activities, which I have
Sometimes,
no
yeah,
idea of.
sometimes.
And then there's guests.
Oh,
And
a lot
I
lately.
just I'm running out of things to say, so fucking hurry up with the thing that we have to say. It's a
All
good
right.
show. You should watch it. I always do.
Perfect.
Yep, I
Clip
appreciate
that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That was
We will. That is going to be
from the
clipped.
heart.
100%.
That wasn't
100%
scripted.
from the heart. That was not forced. We did
Nope.
not. We did not. Yeah, Josh asking, is this a wrestling show? Barely.
It could be.
Barely.
It could be.
It could be. Maybe. I'm going to slightly talk about
You know what it is,
wrestling,
Josh?
but-
It's an entertainment show. That's what it is. It's an
Entertainment. That's what it is. Entertainment. I have a theory about theory.
I hate theory.
I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan
I
either.
stole
But
the
I have
egg.
a theory
That's the
about
last
theory,
I was interested.
and I need somebody. I need to hear this out.
Uh-huh.
I got a theory about theory. So, SummerSlam. I'm not going to be here next week for the official SummerSlam preview episode. Taryn from accounting, the Love Pro Wrestling Challenge champion. I almost knocked my whole computer system down. That's how pumped I am. She will be filling in for me with Pluggo next week on this show. So they will be doing a SmackDown preview, I'm assuming. But I'm not going to be here, but I got to get this out. I've said it here, but because Wordsmith, you're here, Josh is in the chat. We got a lot of friends in the chat. This is my theory with theory. So when it happens, hear me out, and I want your in-the-moment reaction, Wordsmith, if this were to happen. The main event of SummerSlam next week for the 19th time is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. However, this time it is a last man standing match. My theory is that both of them are, this is not a theory, this is going to happen. Both of them are going to beat the piss out of each other, right? I think towards the end of the match, they are going to, either Roman is going to spear Brock off something, or something's going to happen where they fall off the stage, or they fall off a platform, or something where they are both.
Yeah, we have to call
out.
attention to this.
We will.
Give that line again. Saskatchewan's finest, Brock Lesnar.
Yes. So it's between Roman Reigns and Saskatchewan's finest. Brock Lesnar.
Finest.
My theory is that will happen, and both men will be laid out, and then Theory will come in and cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase and win the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship by doing exactly nothing.
And Bobby's saying he is the Saskatchewan's finest, not Brock. So we've got
That's what I think.
In here.
He cashes in and just stands there while the ref counts them both out 10. Wordsmith, how would that make you feel?
I love that. Except I'll do it one better. Because I don't like Theory. Theory holds it. Theory holds it. Theory holds it until a certain somebody who, is back home where they should be, is ready. Because his home didn't want him. He was a disgruntled youth, and they sent him away. Not going to get on a tangent again. They wait till he comes home. He absolutely buries Theory and takes the title. Boom, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has the title, and we're good.
I mean, I would be okay with that. I mean, that's Cody Rhodes is winning that title. That's that.
He has to.
That's when he comes back. But I think now, now it all depends on when he.
Well, this is obviously because of all the injuries and stuff. I don't think that they wanted to go this route, and then they kind of put themselves into this corner, and now they have to do something with Theory. Theory could lose it. Maybe he's overextending himself, and maybe he doesn't cash in on some kind of technicality at SummerSlam because they're beating us over the head with it. Yes. So the boss has asked in the comments, who's the last person to not successfully cash in their Money in the Bank contract? The women are at 100% success rate. So it is a male competitor. I'll give you that. If somebody gets it, he will gift out a sub to somebody who's not already subscribed to Love Pro Wrestling. So answer that question. Theory, I hate to say, I know Josh said, we're a little out of Theory stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was a good singer. That was a good singer by Josh.
I did enjoy the stuff from this Monday with him a little bit. I do like that it's like the entire locker room, they're playing into everybody hates him. Because we all are talking, and I like that. Like Styles was out, like he's got this just all eyes on him. Like, all right, young guy, you're gonna take on all of us veterans and be brash and cocky about it. Well, we're all gonna kick the shit out of you. Have fun. So I do kind of enjoy that, and as much as we don't necessarily like him or this iteration of Theory, it's like he's the perfect guy for that.
Yeah, if they were to do something like that and just go with it, like say,
him
F
versus
it,
the
let's
whole
try
locker
something.
room.
Oh my god, dude! And he's the perfect guy because everyone in that arena will be like, "This is such bullshit. This is such bullshit," and that's what you want with a character like that because he has that natural heat. Brutal.
Berto's saying there's no way Theory beats Brock or ends Roman's streak. Yeah, it does seem kind of silly to build Roman Reigns into this just absolute massive mega star juggernaut 2-year plus reign and then have it be Theory on a cash in.
I mean, most likely it's probably just going to end up being Brock next week.
But you got to do something. Yeah.
Like, who are we kidding?
But if Brock beats him, that makes sense. And then to have the cash in Theory.
Does it though? Like seriously?
Does it make? I mean,
No.
don't get me wrong.
Makes
He's
sense.
Brock. He's
All right,
Brock
all right,
Lesnar,
let me
right?
circle
And I
back.
love Brock
Makes
Lesnar.
sense.
That's not
You
a.
still have the
anti-Brock
It's a
thing.
bigger deal
okay.
that Brock
Well, he could beat
beats
him. I think.
It's a bigger deal that Brock beats Roman than it would be for Theory. But I'm just saying they got to do something because Brock's not going to be there every week. Roman's not going to be there every week with all the injuries. They need to do something. So we'll be interested to see how they pull it out. We got a spoiler alert.
And I did. Alex brought this to our attention earlier today as well. They did release a new Brock Lesnar figure that has both belts that come with it. And that has led to, obviously, with the internet being the internet, that has led to people on the internet speculation that was a spoiler and that Brock is going to win both the belts next week.
I'm with you, Smart Mouth. I was pro Otis when he won the belt. Like I do power rankings for these Money in the Bank matches, and I had Otis at 2 because he was so in that time.
And that moment,
so
COVID kind of
over.
ruined. I mean, I like I like him in the Alpha Academy. Like I'm in on that.
Basically, what's going on, Josh, is what was going on before Money in the Bank. So you really haven't missed anything. They haven't really advanced many storylines.
No.
It's almost like Money in the Bank 2.0 at SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's don't get. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. I'm going.
So excited. But yeah, the Smart Mouse point. Otis was so over, and when he won it, I thought there's a cool opportunity here to do something. But in that WWE way, they took his best friend, they took his girl, they took his briefcase, they shaved his beard, they broke him into the mud, and now he's starting to get now he's puking on TV.
And I agree with Spencer here. He says no one was screwed more booking-wise through the pandemic than everyone involved in the Mandy Otis Dolph Sonya storyline. Yeah, the moment, and they still had the moment, but there were no fans there. But that moment
you imagine
of
him kissing
Otis
Mandy Rose?
Yes, him
80,000
kissing
people?
Mandy Rose in front of 80,000 people. That would have been his signature. Like the crowd would have been losing their minds because everyone was all about them. Like that was the momentum that Otis had at that time with Mandy, and the Dolph and Sonya aspect of it was very good too. Like that was a really good storyline. And unfortunately, it was obviously nobody's fault, but it was just such an unfortunate circumstance.
Was that anybody's fault? Because it's like, no, let's not. Because there were so many things in the. I don't know if we can say the word, but I feel bad in the company of people that have had it. During the COVID era, like I just think that it was just like so just stop wasting big storylines here.
Yeah,
put them on ice. AEW kind of did, but like they also kind of didn't. But I know I'm going to get hate in the comments for saying anything about comparison, WWE, whatever. How dare you say about two wrestling companies? But like especially that one, like I wasn't watching WWE at the time as much, but they definitely dropped the ball on that one. They could have held that one off, been like, no, we'll leave that. I think it would have worked, but I don't know where anybody is in their storylines at the moment, but
Mandy is the NXT Women's Champion.
Dolph's in a suit.
Dolph's in a suit. He just came back, and he's actually feuding with Theory. Kind of as a good guy, I think, as a baby.
He's in a suit.
He's in a suit. Came back wearing
Dressed
suits.
to Kill.
Yeah,
is this the Kiss album.
Yeah,
is he going through his sellout phase?
He's been messing with Theory. Hasn't really cut a promo or talked that much yet. I think there's actually a cool way they could go about that. Like if Ziggler was kind of like, "Hey, I was you. at one point. I was the young up and comer that thought I was going to be world champion 15 times and this and that. And guess what? Didn't work out that way. I think there's a way that you could have a pretty cool story with those two. And Ziggler is a veteran that will get Theory over and have great matches with. Like, I'm not against that feud, by the way. I just think there's a cool way to do it. But WWE, storyline wise, rarely does cool shit. So, you know.
I don't know about
And yeah, Berto says,
here,
he
how
says,
long would they strap him if he got it? I think that's what he's saying here.
yeah, he's basically saying Theory, who lost at Mania to the SmackDown announcer, wins the heavyweight championship on the last match between Brock and Roman. How long would they keep the strap on him? Yeah, I get it. Is it
7 years.
I know. Is it
That's
likely
the
to
correct
happen?
answer.
Is it likely to happen? No, but at least according to kayfabe, what we're watching on the television shows, Theory has basically said multiple times that he's cashing in at SummerSlam. That's what he said.
He's winning the U.S. title.
He said he's winning his United States title back against
He's
Bobby
gonna have the
Lashley
greatest
earlier in the night,
wrestling
and then he is
history.
cashing in. So who knows? Who knows?
You know what I
Title
hope
wins.
happens? Now,
Look
let
at-
me
Yeah, go ahead.
recast my vote.
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
So let's say Theory takes his sweet ass time going to cover somebody or interject in the match, depending, like, because you know how they get all, oh, sorry, I'm pulling the curtain back a little much here. Sometimes they change the rules of a match when you actually enter a match
Yeah.
for Money in the Bank. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a last man standing match. Well, now you can win by pinfall. It's fine.
It's a triple threat now.
Yeah,
So
it's
no
a triple
rules.
threat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like whatever. That might happen. I don't know. But imagine he's showboating to the crowd and they both get up. And they put their differences aside and they're just
kind of like not the same way, obviously, but one of the best Royal Rumble moments of all time with The Rock and Triple H with the Hurricane.
just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
and if he beats one of them with a roll up, there you have honestly
Sorry. Keep going. Yeah. No,
that's it. That's all I got. That's my time.
Love Wrestling Spencer says, here's my question. If Theory loses the U.S. title match, do you think he does win the undisputed title? I think if he loses the U.S. title match, the chances of him successfully cashing in go up. They go up. Because that's what WWE does.
Go up.
WWE,
go up.
whenever you win the Money in the Bank, you lose a ton. They just have these guys. If you look at, a lot of those guys lost a ton of matches. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, I get the briefcase, so I'm just going to cash in and win the title.
Which made sense. And then I don't know why they put him into the U.S. title picture again anyway. They should have left that alone. Let Bobby do something else.
Yeah, let Bobby move on. And SummerSlam, he can find a new opponent. He can fight somebody.
If he loses it, it's a high probability he's walking out of there as the undisputed championship to try to salvage something of the night.
That's the perfect
but
example.
I also
Rollins lost to Orton earlier in the night, and then Rollins ends up beating Lesnar and Reigns and does what we're talking about. Can Theory do that?
I might change my mind, but I have this odd feeling that Vince is just going to be like, y'all hate this guy, so we'll give him all three.
That's why I think it's a possibility.
I think this is going to happen.
Look at how he wasn't even supposed to be in the Money in the Bank match.
Now he's got.
He was not in the match.
Did wrestling somehow turn into a Kevin Smith movie? I'm not even supposed to be here today.
He was not in the Money in the Bank match, and they just added him in.
Can we also
and he
talk
won
about
the friggin' thing?
Not only did
why do we think that Vince wouldn't pull that trigger?
Not only did Rollins lose to Orton, he took one of the greatest
one of
all time.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Ooh. But so that's why when I say that theory, and everyone's like, no, that'll never happen. It's like, will it? What? Look at how they've been presenting this kid. He was on screen on an angle with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon wasn't on television forever before that. And he was like, yeah, no, I'll go on TV for 2 months straight with this kid every week. He's going to win the United States title. He's going to have a backstage promo with John Cena where they go face to face with each other.
Just to lose all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at how he has been booked by he is the guy right now, according to Vince and according to WWE. That's the dude. Clearly. And
even if it's not the dude long term and he flops, at least it's something different. They're trying something new. I'm a big you gotta get these titles back to some semblance of separated, but the way they booked it, it's just like it's Roman or bust right now. Or you pull the failsafe and there's Brock. You got to do something else. So
Yeah.
SummerSlam, if they don't do it at SummerSlam, I don't know when they do it. That's
Yeah.
the thing, because those guys are never there.
And we have Bobby saying people complain when they rely on old stars, but then get upset when a talented young man gets a push. Happened with Roman as well. And now look. Yeah. I mean, I understand why a certain section of people don't like Theory, because he did some not great stuff. But as far as if you're looking at it just as like how he's performed, he's good. He can cut a promo. He has good matches. He's 23, 24 years old, super young.
Promo he cut on Monday
was very good.
Very good. And he knows how to play the crowd.
Yes.
And they're giving him the opportunity to do that. They don't give a lot of guys that opportunity.
No. And I'm not the only person that has said it, but like I've said it on here before, like before he's gotten to this level, he gives me young John Cena vibes. And I think he gives Vince those vibes too, because Vince is treating him a very similar way. And if you had to ask me, what do you think's going to happen at SummerSlam? I think right now I'm leaning towards Brock winning. That's probably the top thing, but the next thing would be Theory actually successfully cashing in, because just the way they booked him up to this point, like why would they treat him this way all of a sudden for him to cash in and not win?
It's called a swerve, JPJ.
Whose house?
Swerve's house.
Yeah, Swerve's house.
Oh my
God. That's where I'm at when I'm thinking about what could happen.
I want you to do this for me. And I don't ask much out of you, JPJ. I want you, when Theory cashes in the Money in the Bank at SummerSlam, I need a live reaction video.
Especially if he does it the way I said. I'm just going to be like,
and if he wins,
I'll take my shirt off. Just start twirling it.
I think the Patreon subscriptions just went up.
I called it.
That's right. You guys want to see JPJ shirtless?
Nobody should want to see that. Nobody should want to see that. It's sexy as hell, but nobody should want to see that. But
a few people that would see it.
Anyway, that was my theory that got us on a SummerSlam tangent for the last 15 minutes. But I needed you to hear it because I thought it was a good idea. And even though I'm not a huge fan of Theory, if that is how it would happen, I secretly would love it. I'd be like, oh man, unbelievable.
Video Bros Bobby Munson saying, save the cash in vid. Hope Cody gets back and wins the belts on a magical night that Cody captures his dream. Boom, let the young man come back and break everyone's hearts. Now that would be something. Cody wins it. He's crying. He's bleeding. He's crying. There's a Dusty tribute up on the Jumbotron. Theory.
I think if Cody wins, he needs to have it. He needs to have it.
That would be the ultimate.
But that's why I love Bobby, because that's awesome.
No, I like the thought process. I like where his head's at. I just think Cody needs to. Oh my God!
He's down. Brandy runs to the ring with their child.
They're celebrating. Like, confetti's flying. Confetti's flying. Then all of a sudden, it's like, you gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Oh man, that would be a time. I know
Vince watches the show. Book that, man. Let's make that happen.
Even if Vince watches the show, he ain't booking that, brother. That ain't on his wheelhouse. All right, God, man, we've talked about a lot of things. We've already gone for like almost an hour and a half.
So many things.
So little time.
I know. Well, God, how much news do we have? Do we want to break tonight?
Do we have more?
Do we?
Do we have more news to break?
Wait, did we already break everything? We already talked about Taryn from accounting. We already talked about Warren Hayes. Yeah. That it, right? We have more news, but we're not sharing it yet.
Yeah, Spencer is trying to figure out how to make the zeros and ones work in the budget to pay for all that. But you know what? He's a good guy. That's what he does. We bring you quality entertainment every week.
Entertainment.
Well,
we could talk Star Wars. I did watch.
Where are you at?
He just finished episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Oh boy.
All right, I want Wordsmith here for this. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Why don't we pay
there was a video for that? I thought there was a Star Wars video.
Oh no, we do it
is.
on the show weekly.
Oh,
We have a great
Is it an
video
intro
that
to it?
Alex made, like the intro graphic.
yes.
So we're gonna do. All right. So here's
we,
what we're gonna
our
do.
production values is top
Incredible,
notch.
incredible.
Because of the
Why
This
don't
is,
SSO
this
we-
is not
guy.
like poetry of a promo where it's just some asshole in a wig. Maybe confirmed. I can't confirm that. We have to wait till Saturday to see if that shit's true or not. Nobody's watching. It's fine. No one's gonna know.
I'll be
But yeah,
there.
Saturdays 6 to 7 p.m. Maybe
This
you'll
is
like
6
it.
to 7 Eastern Standard Time for
Yeah,
everybody.
the only time that matters.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it
Sorry,
is. It's true though. Yeah, it's
Josh,
true.
don't get mad.
All right.
We're friends.
No.
I love you.
So why don't we do this? Since the wordsmith is here, why don't we pay some of the bills back? Why don't we play the Manscaped wordsmith ad? And then when we come back, we will transition into Star Wars review. I mean, Pluggo review Star Wars, and we will talk some episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
I got
with
questions,
our
bro.
lovely friend Words.
I do love me some Star Wars.
There we go.
Hit
So
it.
wordsmith, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, everyone. If you go over to manscaped.com right this moment in time, right now, you can save 20% off of your next purchase at manscaped.com. But how am I going to save 20%, I hear you ask? Well, let the wordsmith tell you. Because if you enter promo code Love Wrestling, that's right, Love Wrestling. You can see it down here. You can see it scrolling across the screen. Enter promo code Love Wrestling and save 20% off of anything you find on that website. And also, you'll get free shipping. How crazy is that? 20% off. You can use it to buy the Lawnmower 4.0. And at the end of the day, your balls are going to thank you because, like the headline says, at manscaped.com, we save balls. And it's just too sweet.
Manscaped.com, 20% off with the promo code Love Wrestling. Free shipping worldwide. Go check
Worldwide.
them out.
I found Doritos emojis while during that.
That's
Manscaped
incredible.
ride. That's
That's
awesome.
You know
incredible.
what? That's why we're best friends, because Doritos, quality.
Oh my god!
Quality
All right.
choice.
Well, before we dive in, are you Cool Ranch people, or are you the cheese?
I'm just the
Just
regular
all
classic.
world Doritos lover.
Cool Ranch Doritos rule. Nacho cheese is good. The spicy nachos.
You got the
Those are
late
good.
night
No, you got to
nachos?
get the purple bag.
The sweet chili. That's gonna
Sweet
say
chili,
those.
man. That's
Yeah.
the kicker. That's the best one. However, when it comes to the like original 2, I am a nacho cheese over. I do like Cool Ranch, but I'm a
Yeah.
nacho cheese.
It's
over
nacho
Cool
cheese
Ranch.
all day.
All
All day,
day.
every day.
Yeah, it's not even a debate.
They
Like if
used
you're
to
giving
have.
me the option, you don't even need to give me the option. Just assume I want the cheese.
They used to
Give me
have
that red
these
bag of
ones
doom. I'll be happy.
back in the day. They were salsa ones, but they were in a black bag. They're not the salsa verdes. in the
Black
green.
bag.
This years ago, they were my favorite.
Really? Oh, Bobby's
Whoa.
saying, what about the nacho cheese ones with the Cool Ranch dip? Well, that's different. I mean, that would sounds like it's delicious.
That blows my mind. Yeah, I'm all
That
about
sounds like
that.
it'd be delicious. All right.
God,
We gotta
I
get
don't
to
wanna-
business.
I don't even want to do this. To be
Yes,
honest.
you do.
Let's
Yes,
do
no, but
it.
Wordsmith probably knows way more about Star
I
Wars than I
know.
do, so this is good.
She ain't
I
gonna
did
let
just
you have
rewatch all
questions-
of them recently. So
Oh, there you
it's
go.
fresh.
So if you have questions, I
Oh,
mean,
I've
I
got
feel like
questions.
he's
I've got
probably better
questions.
set off.
I am
than
the
I
knower of all things.
I have not watched Star
I know some about Star Wars.
Get the
Get
out
out
of
of
here.
Let
What
him
are you
stay.
doing?
You let
No,
him
no, we're gonna.
stay.
Yeah, no, we can let
Let
Alex
him
stay.
stay.
No, yeah,
All
we can
right,
let Alex
all
stay for
right.
Star.
After you
we'll
do
let
the
Alex.
graphic,
We'll let
we'll let
Alex
you
stay
come
for
back.
Star Wars. But play the cool graphic. Wordsmith, have
Stand
you
up
seen
for
this
my
graphic?
friends.
Have you seen this intro graphic before?
Yes, because I watch this show weekly.
All right. Well,
and-
okay. Well, you're being
There we
truthful,
go.
but if you haven't, please tell. We can talk about the greatness of this before we dive in. But
No, it's
play the
great.
graphic. It's time for Pluggo reviews Star Wars.
Meh, 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 meh. Pluggo reviews Star Wars. Meh, 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 meh.
I hated it.
You didn't like
Wow.
episode 2.
I hated episode 2. It was
I think
so
it's the worst one of
boring.
all. I
was
think it's the worst.
God awful.
I
Have you
think it's
not
the
seen
worst.
episode 9? Episode
haven't-
9's fucking hurtful
Well,
compared to episode
We'll
2.
get
Those
there.
are the
Wordsmith, we'll get there.
Back.
We're on episode 2.
Oh, we got a
No,
long
it's
way to go.
like- it's
Well, we
like
did. Sorry.
teenage angsty like Anakin or little Annie from episode 1. He's now like a teenager. His hormones are all raging, and he's trying to hook up with Natalie Portman, and she's like, no. But then he hooks up with Natalie Portman, and it's like, aren't you like 50? And he was a kid. Like, it's all confusing. It's like a love story. He's like he's not listening to like, is it Obi-Wan? He's like, Obi-Wan's like, don't do it. And he's like, I got this. And he's jumping off of things. It was very cartoonish, this one. I felt like the graphics wise, it didn't have the same rustic vibe I was used to from the other ones. It felt like this anomaly. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I hated it. And what is the obsession with trying to cut people's hands off? That's all I got.
Well, because so they can't swing the friggin' lights.
Everybody come back in. I had an issue. I had a real issue with the Natalie Portman character and Anakin hooking up there, because like if that was gender swapped, they'd be calling that dude a groomer.
Wow, throwing it down, bro. All right, Wordsmith. Just to dive in, just so you, I don't know if you know, but Pluggo has never seen Star Wars ever.
Well, from what he just said, he sounds like a regular Star Wars fan, but
yeah. So Pluggo has never seen Star Wars, so he watched them in theatrical order. So he watched 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Episode 1. Now we're on episode 2. Last time we
lost
talked about
the
episode
viewer
1.
I said I hated him.
Yeah. Last time we talked about episode 1, and the question that I asked
how long ago? People are still upset. People don't like 1, 2, and 3 because they're crap. So are 7, 8, and 9. Actually, only 9, but whatever.
I will just leave it at this. I trust you that you will not do any spoilers. Obviously, Wordsmith. But a question that I
for
asked
breakfast this morning. Don't tell me to spoil things.
A question that I asked Pluggo, because he was complaining a lot about little kid Anakin Skywalker when we talked about episode 1, and now he doesn't like angsty teenager Anakin Skywalker in episode 2. I simply asked him, I said, hey, do you know who Anakin Skywalker is? Like who he is? And Pluggo said no. And I said, okay, that's all I need to know.
Well, he hasn't seen it, so
I know, but that is something.
He's very defiant. This teenage.
He's a little bitch, is what he is.
Yeah,
that
little
bitch. We can call it for what it is. In episode 2, he's a little bitch.
Does he like sand in that one?
I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Don't like sand.
What was that? What was that?
He doesn't like sand, Pluggo. He doesn't like sand.
Nobody likes sand, but he made me like. He made me want to love sand strictly because he hated it. When he said that,
I don't like sand.
I was like, you're supposed to be a Jedi master, bro. You're supposed to be the leader
of the
Jedi
master
fucking galaxy, and you're over here complaining about the sand at a beach when you're with a beautiful woman. What are you doing, bro?
You know, I can't argue.
His little rat tail.
I mean, nobody said you didn't have friends. Whoever says that is an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was super. He's like, I've been thinking about you since I met you. And when he met her, he was 6.
Yeah.
She was still Natalie Portman.
she was.
She looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
but in storyline, this is now 15 years. He's got to be in his 20s, I would imagine.
Yes. I don't know if I'd say 15, but
so this is what
he's in his
he's in his late teens. Yeah,
late teens, early 20s.
So he thinks he's a man now. So that means she's also grown.
He's a man who
She's
doesn't
Got to
been-
be in her
understand.
30s. Got to be in
The
her
man
30s.
who doesn't
And
like
she's been thinking, he's like, she hasn't been thinking about me. Well, of course she hasn't, because she's an adult with adult responsibilities. She is a senator.
part of the
you
Senate.
just figured out what Bob the Builder was, bro. You don't know what's going on in the world. She's trying to run a city. You're 6 years old. Of course she's not thinking about you. If she was thinking about you that whole time, I'd think an awful lot of weird things about her. Hey, the movie is terrible.
Wow.
Are these
All right.
gonna get better? Everybody keeps telling me, just stick it
episode-
out. Just
okay,
stick it out. Just
Listen,
stick
here's
it
the thing.
out.
Here's the thing. Episode 3,
It
I
does
actually
not
think
get
is
better.
No, I think it does. I like episode 3.
Yeah,
I
episode 3 is
like
good.
episode 3.
The reason that I like episode 3, and JPJ, I swear to God, I'll let you finish. I'm not going to drop the mic and be an asshole like some other people. Kanye, sorry. In case that's an older reference, I wasn't sure. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I
But
don't want to Taylor Swift you.
I'm gonna let you
I'm gonna
finish.
let you
Wow.
finish. I'm gonna let because I'm gonna never mind. Number
You made
3
it.
is only good if you've seen the others, because it's like, look at that. There's
Yeah.
stuff happening that makes
Yeah.
sense. And if you don't know what's going on, it's just like, cool.
I never know.
Guess
what's
that's
going
alluding
on.
to something.
No, episode. I think you will like episode 3. So here's my thing: 4, 5, and 6 are the god tier. They're different level than everything.
6 is iffy, but
6 is iffy, but 4 and 5 specifically are like,
5 is God tier.
yeah.
Hmm.
and
I
they're-
like
is
five.
God.
Five,
Five
is
is
so far the
the-
only one that I
that's-
was
yes.
like, all right.
1, oh God, 2 is the worst to me. Okay, 2 is the worst. 1 is not great, but 1 is very dialogue heavy. They have to explain a lot of like stuff like that. 1, the thing that 1 has for it is it has, in my
Darth
opinion,
Maul.
Darth Maul. Yeah, it has
There
a
you
fucking
go.
badass villain. Just has a
dual
badass
fate?
villain. That villain, you could make an argument. He is an all-time villain, Darth Maul. He's just badass.
Yes.
Um,
He has
He
like
got
6
punked
lines.
out,
That's
though.
it.
He got punked
he
out,
did.
though.
He did die pretty punkish. He did get punked out a little bit. He should have had a grander death. I feel like.
This whole
But-
movie series is like me trying to figure out, like, at what point in what timeline is this person and that person, and then like this person wasn't in the one I just watched. This is a new person, but he looks like the person that was in the one. I'm so fucking confused.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
I
Let me
spend
ask-
3 hours of my life weekly watching these movies.
I
and
feel like your 3
like I've
hours will be rewarded after 3.
gotten
Pluggo, let me ask
nowhere.
you a question. Was this the one was there a lizard in this one? That was
Jar Jar
absolute-
Binks was in
No,
for
not
like
that
a
one.
hot
No.
minute. He was in the beginning for like a hot minute, and then they booted.
Yeah,
his ass.
they learned real quick with episode 1 that Jar Jar Binks did not get over the way that they wanted him to get
Yes, he
over.
did. He's
There's
over as
lizard-
fuck.
There's lizards in.
We're
all
still
of
talking
these
about 'em.
movies.
Well,
They-
we are still talking about him, but in episode
Lizard's over
2,
as fuck.
in episode 2, they were like, "Hey, buddy, you are background fodder. That's what
Yep.
you are
Yep.
now. You are
Take
not
a- take a
taking over
seat.
this show like
You
you,
get
did
to
in episode
stand
1.
there and
You
work
just
at the
stand
center.
And he
there.
was.
You
but the
maybe we're
beauty-
gonna let you laugh once, but you sit the fuck down in the back. All right,
Are
that's
you?
where
Are you?
belong.
Are you?
That's where
saying
you are,
Alex
buddy.
Is Jar
All
Jar
right?
Binks of this show?
No, that's
Misa
not-
don't like that.
that is that I would. that
Misa's
is
just happy to be here.
Yeah, Misa's just happy to be on
disrespectful to
screen.
Alex. That is disrespectful to Alex. That is
You've
disrespectful.
yelled
Oh,
at it
thank
for
you.
45 minutes.
You know they went to that first storyboard meeting or whatever the fuck happens, and they're like, "All right, what are we doing in episode 2? What's the story?" And
Jar
George was
Jar's-
like, "All right, we're doing this." And someone went, "What about Jar Jar Binks?" And George went, "Fuck that guy." That's
I
what he
was
said.
just actually gonna yell that out.
That's
Fuck
what-
that guy.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
He got a
So,
chug water. Alex has been on screen for a hot
I've
minute.
been on
That's-
screen. I'm new record
That's
for
what he
me.
said. That's what he said.
It's just,
Oh, drink water. Alex is on the screen.
Every movie so far to me has been like the first hour of it drags because they're trying to tell a new story.
Yeah, they're trying to explain what is
And
happening.
but like again, they don't ever tell me who the F these people are for an hour. Like in the episode 1 or whatever it was, I was like, who is this Qui-Gon dude? They didn't say his name one time. I'm supposed to know that this dude's important. You're not telling me who
He's
that
playing
guy
by
is.
Liam fucking Neeson.
It is.
Of
Liam
course
But I'm
Neeson
he's
just
for
important.
saying,
crying out
I'm
loud.
coming into
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm coming into this
into
movie not knowing who superstars
You know what they
are.
did in the
And it's fine.
I don't
And
know
it's only-
actors.
who's that? Ewan.
Listen to me.
McGregor's
In
cousin.
the greatest trilogy
Never
of
heard of
all
him before.
time, in the greatest trilogy of all time, the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks.
They let me know
knew
who
he was gonna
everyone
say
was in the first 10 minutes.
Are you
And I
fucking
can,
serious?
I can, they're like, I'm Greg Goldberg, but I'm moving. back to
Let me
Philly.
tell you
Emilio
something.
Estevez.
Let me
He's
tell
like,
you something.
"Are
No,
you
this is a
serious?"
shoot. This is a shoot.
No.
Every single fucking thing that Mighty Ducks 1 through 3, I agree with you. The holy fucking trinity of garbage hockey movies. Everything gets wrecked. You cannot save those movies when you go and watch Game Changers because fuck you, Disney. There, I said it. The House of Mouse is
we're never
worse than the House of
We're
Black.
never getting picked up by Disney. I'll tell you that much. This is in the ether. We're gonna have to delete this episode.
No, I just feel like.
This is why I can't be on screen anymore.
Am I wrong here for somebody that's never seen them? And I watched the first 4, which are the middle.
No,
the first
you're
3,
not.
The
They
first
shouldn't be.
3,
No.
or the middle 3, or whatever. And then you introduce the Liam Neeson guy. I know who he is off of screen, but I'm talking in the movie. They don't mention to me.
You know
what
he's
his
an
name-
actor, right?
I
Yeah, but
thought he
you have to assume he's important because it's
I
Liam
thought
Neeson.
he was.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was Ben Kenobi, and then they were like, "No."
But then guess what? You found out he wasn't.
No.
But then he was like Obi-Wan.
gotta-
Hey,
Like,
stop
who's
being
that?
if we're
impatient.
talking
Stop being
about
impatient.
if
How
we're
about that?
talking about people just being in movies and they're actors, so they should be important. The chick that was in this one for 13 seconds and died in the beginning scene, she had one line. She wasn't important.
Yeah, she was.
Was
That was
she?
the assassin chick?
Oh, I don't know.
No, that's
Huh?
the guy assassinated.
She
Yeah.
she died like
I don't,
The
I don't
body
know.
double.
Yeah, I don't remember.
12 seconds in.
I haven't watched the first 3. I'm talking
These
a
I
movies
drink through
replay in my
those
head all
whenever
the
I
time.
watch them.
So.
decade
If it
since
makes
I
you
watched
feel
it.
better, we have decided that after the Star Wars series, Mrs. Pluggo has said it is Harry Potter time.
Yeah.
Do you think you're
Okay.
done Star Wars when you watch all of the movies? Because
Oh no, you
buddy.
gotta watch Rogue
No, I'm
One.
doing it. I'm gonna do
Rogue
it. I
One.
committed.
go and
Solo.
watch Rebels. You have to watch Rebels and Clone Wars.
Mandalorian.
and
for the
Mandalorian.
fans, for the fans of this show, for the fans of Between Two Beers, I have committed to this as much as I have not enjoyed myself at all.
No, because
Listen.
dude, and I'm telling you right now, it gets better.
It does.
It does.
That's what
3
that's what everybody's
3
been
will be
saying.
better. 7, I think, is really good. 7 is really good.
Yes.
7 is really good.
Can I say an opinion of the 7th
Yes.
one really
You say
quick?
whatever
If
you
you
think.
like,
Oh,
if you like episode 4, you're really gonna like episode 7.
Mrs. Pluggo chiming in.
I would
Harry
agree.
Potter, yes.
Oh well, Mrs. Pluggo. Yeah, I am a huge Potter person. So
If I have to, I will build a new promo for Pluggo Reviews Harry Potter.
oh
You're
yeah,
gonna have
Yeah.
to. You
Yeah.
kind of shot yourself in the foot. With
I will.
that
Hey,
one.
I gotta become famous somehow. So why not?
All right. Well,
She did.
Now-
I was
now-
miserable the whole time.
now
I
that
sat
you
there
said,
the whole time and just went.
do you think we
Just
could come up
imagine a
with
generation
10?
of people who like it watching all
Do you
that.
think we could come up with 10 movie trilogies? Because now that you said we're talking about Star Wars,
Lord of
you
the
said
Rings.
the greatest trilogy of all time was Mighty Ducks. I feel like our draft or a draft in the future should be movie trilogies.
Mm.
Whoa.
Well,
I'm
then
in.
I'd
I'm
go
in.
number 1 overall Mighty Ducks.
Incredible that you would do that and just leave.
Just that's all I need.
Okay.
RoboCop.
If
Back to the Future. Spencer just said Back to the Future.
It
That's
would be
one.
Back to the Future. was awesome.
Godfather, even though the third movie's hot trash.
Yeah, but
Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, in my opinion, are such great movies that the fact that the third one is not great doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. The trilogy's
Aren't they
automatically
recutting
in the
that
Mount
one?
Rushmore because the first 2 are arguably the 2 best movies ever made. That's right.
How do we feel about Terminator?
what
Terminator
is the
1,
third one
I
again?
get.
Yeah,
I,
the
know-
third
one
one.
again?
Toy
I
Story.
totally
But
get
that's
it.
not a trilogy anymore, though. That's a 4.
Well, Star Wars isn't a trilogy anymore.
Yeah.
either.
So Terminator, same thing.
Oh, God, that sucks.
Rocky wouldn't be considered a trilogy anymore.
So would it be
Rocky's lucky that you got even more than one movie.
that first one won Best Picture.
There you go.
That first
Lion King, I do agree. Greatest franchise of all time. Lion King, what is it? Hold on, let me go to the peanut gallery here. Lion King 1.5 or 2.5?
It was 1.5.
It's 1.5.
Is
the
it 1.5?
greatest-
Wait, I don't want to discredit Alex if he got it right, but I'm pretty
It
sure
is
it's
1.5.
1.5.
It is
But if you got it
1.5.
wrong,
probably
I'm gonna
1.5.
light you up.
Oh, I don't doubt it. You
You
stupid
listen
mother!
here.
You get off my screen.
Lion King 2004. Lion King
Okay, well-
1.5.
I didn't really
It's
subscribe
sick.
to the Lion King sequels. I'm
It's
sorry.
so good.
It is actually it focuses
but
on
yeah,
Timon and Pumbaa and it rules.
Yes,
Okay.
which is why it's good.
Yeah, that's why it's
Harry
great.
Potter would be out because that's no longer a trilogy. There's like 19 of those.
What is it?
Harry Potter
Harry
wouldn't be a
Potter's-
trilogy.
So
'cause
so would
it's-
we not want to do movie trilogies then,
Would
or
we
would we
just
want to
say
do like movie
movie
franchise?
franchise?
Yeah, Hunger
Franchises.
Games is a better way to
then.
go.
Technically, that's still a trilogy
Hunger Games,
because it's
Back
split
to
into
the
two, which
Future,
is-
Godfather,
Matrix.
Mighty Ducks, The Matrix,
Does Matrix still count? Didn't
Lord
they
of
make
the
a fourth one?
Rings,
Major League.
Major League.
Ghostbusters,
Back to the Minors is
technically.
not that bad. It gets a
Ghostbusters,
bad
I
rap.
talk Ghostbusters all day.
Back to the Minors.
Air
Scary
Bud.
movies.
No, Airbud has had like
Airbud has
9.
like 18 movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's had like
Like-
19 of those movies.
Oh look, wait.
Cars. Cars is
Cars.
good.
But
Cars, yeah.
Cars 3 is terrible. Cars 2.
is
No, wait, no.
terrible.
Cars 2 was bad. Yeah,
3.
Cars 3 was good.
As
Oh,
bad
no.
as planes? As bad as planes? Are we going to talk
Planes
about
is
planes?
No, we're not going to talk about planes.
We're going to talk about planes?
I'm
No.
so happy that my kids didn't like ever gravitate to planes. It's like
Oh.
their go-to movie because that's
It's like, yeah, this is the best movie ever made. No, it's not.
No, it's
You're
not.
wrong.
I would have openly told my kids, I'd be like, hey guys, I love you. We're not fucking watching planes. Pick another one.
Also-
Pick a different one you guys love. It's not going to be planes.
Also, I
Oh.
should have lost that ladder match. There you go.
Oh, Mrs. Pluggo coming out saying Taken? All right.
I've
That
never
is a
seen
good-
any. Of
I will tell you
those.
this. I
Up until
saw-
recently, John Wick.
That's
Because number
true.
4 is coming out, but that's still the trilogy, and I love every second of it,
So movie
except for Halle Berry.
franchise draft in the future has to have at least 3 movies to its name. That's what
Yeah,
we're
yeah. I
doing
think a
with-
franchise is 3 or more movies. I think.
Okay.
Well,
Because
Pluggo,
if we're talking franchise,
But luckily for us, we don't
Fast
have
and
to do
Furious.
these reviews for the next 17 years because there's 986 more Star Wars movies to
No,
watch.
there isn't Pluggo. There's 4. You have to watch 4, and then you maybe should watch Rogue One, Solo, Mandalorian.
I think we
You're
should after episode 9 we should spare him a little bit and we should go Harry Potter next.
Yeah, yeah. You break
Give
up
him a little bit of break.
You break
Yeah.
it up. You break it up. for
We
him.
could, in
Yep.
theory, we could splice in some new stuff just to interject some new.
No, you got to get through Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm
gotta get
telling
through
you, I got to get through
Yeah,
it.
you
We'll
gotta
think
get-
about after Goblet
Listen,
of Fire. We'll think
you-
about you doing something else, but then
Yeah.
we'll go back to Harry Potter.
Yeah, 100%.
I think you should make him watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nope.
Because you want to talk about those movies going from like somewhat good. Like
I actually thought the first one was like real good.
the first
I
one is
remember
really-
leaving
First
the
one's-
theater after the first one and being like, that kicked
My,
ass.
I
my
watched
son-
the last one recently.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, yeah. Well, I
Only
mean,
Star Wars.
only
I'm
Star
not allowed
Wars.
to review other movies.
We
on
can't.
this
That's it.
channel?
Once the Star
That's
Wars
it?
ones are over, we're not allowing.
Are
We're
you
not
kidding?
allowing movie reviews. On,
We specifically
Spencer.
said that we had budget and creative freedom.
Yeah, there's like
Spencer gets to
83
pick-
weeks left of
Spencer gets
television.
to pick the next. Yeah, Spencer gets to pick the next franchise for public
Oh.
review.
I would be okay. Well, he already agreed with the wife though, so we got to do Paul.
Okay, yeah.
But after that, maybe we give Spencer the choice. The last movie review you gave was Cool Runnings.
I actually never
Yeah,
gave
and
it a
it's an amazing
review.
movie.
Ooh, only
I just-
JPJ can do. I'll do movie reviews.
What the hell, bro? I don't like that.
I love
All right. So
that.
how about this? How about? I mean,
Okay.
but I've. The reason why we did the plug over Star Wars, the review of Star Wars. There you go, and I'll be okay. I'd be all right with that. I think that would work out. I think we.
It-
we-
one way or another,
You guys don't want to hear how I think Harry Potter goes now, and I haven't seen a single episode.
What do you mean? How you think it goes?
I
Probably
just
the same
assumed-
Don't
opinion I
offend me,
had.
bro. Don't offend me.
Have you read the books, bro?
I can't read.
Have I read the books?
Oh yeah, I
Please,
forgot you can't read.
Please.
Pluggo can't read, man. Don't you know that? It's a rubber gag on the shoulder.
So
Hey,
JPJ
hey,
is
my
now
bad,
the
my bad.
movie
Go
review
take shots
guy?
at my best
No,
friend.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I
The
don't
reason
want to
I'm-
dive into it because we have 4 more Star Wars movies to go through, but I want a small. What do you think? What do you mean? What do you think happens in Harry Potter?
I just assume it's like this weird, like Ron's just jealous of Harry because he's all like the bee's knees, and then he gets and turns out to be a bad guy, and like
Because
he's
he's a
think Ron-
fucking
so you-
ginger,
you
and that's
think that-
racism.
All right, so you
no,
think?
I just assume that that's the premise because
So you think Ron? So Ron and
what's the
Harry are
chick's
friends.
name? What's the chick?
Hermione.
Hermione
Hermione is my
and
second
Ron.
favorite character in that whole
Like
franchise.
Ron's into Hermione, but Hermione's
Hermione rules.
into Harry because Harry's the dude. He's the guy, and then
Yep.
like Ron Weasley turns all bad and kicks the shit out of Harry Potter,
right.
and then
Well,
Harry Potter wins
you're
it
gonna
at
find
the
out.
end. I don't know.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna
Yeah,
find
that's
out.
exactly what happened.
It is.
Frame for
How did you
frame,
get
that's
that
what
right?
happens.
I don't know.
That's actually exactly what happened.
I know that there's a game of Quidditch, and that looks interesting. And yeah.
Spoilers, there's Quidditch, yeah.
There's Quidditch.
Spoilers, there's brooms and wands.
No, there
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah. There's dragons.
I think I was
I
watching
can
the
tell
wrong
you,
movie.
I can tell you, I went to a Harry Potter themed wedding once and stole one of the first edition Harry Potter books off of my table and had to return it because I didn't realize how expensive those.
Yeah.
Those were back in my.
You had to return it.
I gave it.
That must have been not embarrassing.
I was like, oh, sorry. Here's your book back.
Pluggo, are you serious? Our cat's name is Hermione.
This is
You
fact.
couldn't remember.
You
her
have a
name.
cat named Hermione, and you couldn't
You
remember the name.
it.
That cat does not like
Jesus.
me.
Okay, it's still.
I
a
wonder
cat
why
name.
you don't like Harry Potter.
Goodness,
Oh,
my
Dude,
God! On that
doesn't
note,
like-
we've been here for an
doesn't-
hour and
he
45
doesn't
minutes.
like
We should just get the hell
sand.
out of here.
He doesn't
talked about a whole
like
bunch
Of
of stuff.
course.
We talked about a whole bunch of stuff
did we talk about any wrestling?
at the beginning. We
Well,
mixed
let's
about
it in.
sports entertainment.
Yeah, we
Pretty sure
mixed
there was
it
a little
in.
bit there.
We mixed it in.
Can we
I'll
can
come
we
up with
just
something.
acknowledge how
I'll-
awesome it is that they used a Shark Tank and a Shark Cage
Yeah.
in AEW and we're
Yeah,
just
it
like
was-
Or how
announced it the
awesome
week
it
before?
Or how awesome it was that Conti couldn't get it open, so the guys were like, "Fuck it."
Had the
I haven't seen it yet.
Had
but
the
I
skinny
can-
1000 their way
in
out of
there,
it.
the
Yeah.
skinny guys were like, "I can fit through." Daniel Garcia is like,
I'll
"Yeah, I'm
figure
good.
it out.
Yeah, Mark, I'll just hop through here." What?
My goodness.
I will say though,
Some
Eddie
vision of
Kingston
Angela
should've won that
Parker
match.
just
Eddie Kingston
combing his
should've won
hair.
that match. I feel like I had no problem with the actual match that happened. It was violent. It was barbed wire everywhere, literally. I thought the Anna Jay heel turn was kind of a talking point, something out of the blue. You know, I don't mind her getting a change of character. Eddie Kingston should have won that match. It was so weird that he lost the match, but then like 2 seconds later, he gets the last lap out of it. It just seemed off to me. I felt like Eddie should have just won.
That's a reoccurring theme in this
we-
episode.
It really
isn't it?
is. Like everyone loves Eddie Kingston. He has these great feuds, these great promos, these great
I ask
matches
a
or good
question?
matches, and then he never wins.
Can we start the 24-hour stream now, so I don't have to go upstairs and get yelled at for?
You're gonna get yelled
Yeah,
at.
you are getting yelled at because you didn't remember your cat's
That's
name.
1
bro.
hour of the stream is you getting yelled at now.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's true.
Can I just
true.
stay? Can I just stay down
Yeah.
here so Mrs. Pluggo doesn't jump my ass?
Nope.
For...
All
I'm
right,
gonna
but
take you
while
Anyway,
all
speaking of
four of
Pluggo
us
getting
are
his
here-
ass kicked on a stream,
I
you know what's
know.
happening on Saturday between 6 and
Well,
7?
this is what I was just gonna say. All four of us are involved during the 24-hour stream. We're all here right now, so let's talk about it.
But how much better would Harry Potter be if it was Macho Man versus Hogan? I just saw Spencer's comment.
I mean,
Oh,
Like that might rule
What?
it, right?
I
He
think
said,
that was
dude,
in
this is-
reference to the.
Because I was saying
Ron
like
and
Harry,
Watching wrestling.
Ron, and Harry are gonna fight it out. He's like, it's not Hogan, Macho Man,
Macho Man. You got
fighting over
jealous
Miss
eyes.
Elizabeth.
You got jealous eyes. That is true. What? What is
Yeah,
SWAT?
Cheetah was on an episode of SWAT, which drew 4.5 million
I don't-
viewers.
what
That's
is
She's
SWAT?
Wrestling.
it's
It's
based off of one of the movies or the movie SWAT. Yeah.
Yeah, it was She's Wrestling Rosa.
She's
next
wrestling
week.
on Dynamite
So-
next week, right?
Yeah, but so he's saying she gets. A
Oh,
lot of
she's got.
views.
Yeah, people will watch her. Yeah,
People
I mean,
like
I've
it,
heard the
so-
name before. I've never seen her, but I'm excited to watch it. But
Shout out Mr. Gamer for being in the
yeah,
house.
before we get out of here, all four of us starting tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Is it 8? Yeah, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time.
Thought it
We are
was
doing
7.
a 24-hour.
No, it's
Is it?
It is 8.
It's
Sorry.
It's 8, right?
Nope.
Jesus, we look
It's,
so professional.
7.
Is it 8? Is it
7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Ah,
Yes.
it's 7,
I
8.
was right.
7, 8?
Lawrence Cartier starts off.
All right, yeah. So yes, and then Quizplex is going to be right. All right, I'm wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Quick
All right, so it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jesus. Tomorrow night from 7 to 7, 24 hours. We are raising money. There will be an episode of Quizplex where we showed you the graphic earlier. We'll show it to you once again, Alex, if you want to hit
Hopefully.
that
Yeah.
fancy button.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh,
We got some special guests going to be
Ooh.
appearing tomorrow night on a special in support of the National Network of Abortion Funds. It should be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff going on. Spencer will have a 2 or 3 hour block. Zach is
Which means-
designing the Love Wrestling tag team titles. It's going to be
before
dope.
we forget, and we have everybody here, everybody's hung out, which we appreciate, we love. That also means that when you're on these Twitch streams, any bits that you donate, subscriptions, things
Mm-hmm.
like that, any money that is raised during the 24-hour stream will go directly to those funds. So please, if you have a little bit, we know it's tough, money's tight. If you could donate some bits anytime, everything will go directly into those funds. It's going to be a good time. Don't forget.
We're going to have a first ever Astrid Asks live taking part on Saturday. Lawrence is going to be there to start the stream. He's going to be on most of the stream, but he'll be hopping in and out. For me and Pluggo, Saturday morning, I believe, at 7 a.m. We're either going to go to 9 to 10. We'll see how it goes. I believe we might even be going until 10. You get 3 hours of breakfast with the beards, breakfast with Between Two Beards.
And we're going to have to earlier in the show.
Warren Hayes' face. We announced earlier in the show we will have a special guest with us. Warren Hayes will be on there. As Love Wrestling just said, link for the donations is already active, so you can even get a jump on donating if you would be so kind to do so. Just hit that link right there. It is donate.tiltify.com/@lovewrestlingca/lovewrestlingnnaf. That is what it is. Click that link. You can already start if you want.
For some quality entertainment.
That's what we're going to do.
For a good cause.
Because me and Pluggo are not the only two on this screen that'll be doing. We have the Wordsmith hopped in here to announce the big news. So Wordsmith, let the people know. And we got Bobby Munson doing a midnight watch along with the Video Bros, HIW and PPW matches. Spencer is going to be on there overnight. I think he's doing like the 2 to 4 or 2 to 5. Or maybe even after that, 4 to 7, maybe.
And then he's going to ream our asses at 7
and then he's going to scream at us forever. He's doing 4 to 7, where he'll be watching Love LPW, Love Pro Wrestling matches, watch along. Zach is going to be there overnight, 2 to 4, I believe. We're going to have everybody jumping in. Wordsmith had a big announcement. That's why he's here. Let the people know. You will be doing 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Let them know what you'll be doing again.
6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. Ladies, gentlemen, lizards alike, the moment that you've all been either waiting for or possibly never wanting to hear again. Pluggo is giving me a thumbs up. So, yes, I'm going to assume reading the room. Yes, this is a good thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Word.
is. And then we have.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, you keep going. You go.
You know,
did I ruin it?
Pluggo, this is why I can't come on this show as often as I want to.
Is it because of me?
It's amateur hour over. I love you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
Anyway, for you, I'll be on vacation next week, so maybe you can fucking watch then.
I will, to spite you. You know, I watch the show occasionally when some people are on it.
The roast of JPJ.
Unbelievable.
Let's go. Anyway, I will be reading promos, poetry, and also telling you how much I love, absolutely adore, from Quebec, my boy, Big Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and his unique brand, A New Taste of Sports Entertainment. Come on by. It'll be a great time. It's for a good cause because, well, I'm not going to give a hot take now, but holy shit, this world's a disaster, isn't it?
And on that note, let's finish it off with Alex. Alex, what will you be doing during the 24-hour stream?
Get out of here, Al! Oh, sorry, wait. You're supposed to stay.
Wrong segue. I'm going to be doing my own little brand, my wheelhouse. I'm going to be playing some games with friends. I know Smart Mouth Zach will be there. Lawrence probably going to pop on. Maybe some other familiar faces. But at the behest of some of my friends, I might be opening up a rare figure if the donations are right. Come pay to see me suffer as I open up potentially the Chase Brody Lee from AEW Unrivaled.
That's worth some bills, man.
It's worth some bills, but it's for a good cause. I want you guys to donate to this fund and to see me suffer. So there you go.
All right. And I said last week, I will relay it again. Breakfast with the Beards. Every $10 donation, not every $10, but every $10 donation that we receive, I will down a mimosa.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen?
That's right.
I want to see that.
I will down a mimosa.
I will maybe I can get Mrs. Pluggo to down mimosas for me because I don't drink. So
That's
I would
fair.
just down
Either
apple
way.
juice.
How about that? Every
Let's see.
$10 raised, JPJ and Mrs. Pluggo
Pluggo.
will down
Down
mimosas.
Can I up mimosas?
Maybe.
All right, cool.
I'll get
Oof.
the
I want to
date.
consult
I
a
get
doctor on
I don't know.
that.
Who knows?
All I know is I know she'll be game, but I just better be ready to take over for the rest of the day.
Hey, that's so you have a day to think about it. If you want that curse, you make that happen, my friend. If you want that to happen. But we got to get out of here. It's almost been 2 hours. Hang around here after Major Love Wrestling. We'll be on the best MLW coverage you can find. Our boy, Big Money Bobby, and Papa Smokes. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, starts the 24-hour stream for a great cause. Be there.
And
24
all
hours
of your
straight. You're going to go
favorites.
on Love Wrestling twitch.tv/Love Wrestling CA, and you're going to get some great content no matter what time you turn in from 7 p.m. tomorrow to 7 p.m. on Saturday. It's going to be a great time.
All your favorites that love wrestling.
All your
are gonna be
favorites,
there.
all the four of us, Zach, Bobby, Spencer, Parrish, and Carl are doing a show together. We have a live Astrid Asks. Lawrence will be in
link
and out
right
the whole
now.
time. There's the link again. You'll
It's
be seeing
open
that
if you
all
wanna
throughout the
donate now.
stream.
Feel
But
free.
if they are open, you can go donate now. The link is already active. So let's get a jump on this. Let's raise some good money for a good cause. So you'll actually, it's not going to be until next Thursday because I'm not going to be here. Next Thursday, Taryn from Accounting, the LPW Challenge Champion, will be filling in for me as the co-host of Between Two Beards with Pluggo.
It's gonna be
So
awesome.
that will be a good time. But for me and Pluggo, it
We're
ain't
gonna
until
make fun
next
of you so
Thursday.
hard.
We want to thank the Wordsmith for coming on today. Always a pleasure to see you, friend. Thank you. I'm
Yes.
very excited you're coming back. I will be watching between 6 and 7 on Saturday.
AEW and New Japan are not the only ones with an open door,
Forbidden door.
forbidden door. So
It's true. It's true, even though
Just-
you just insulted me.
just to steal a little bit. Well, it's my gimmick anyway, isn't it? To steal a little bit of someone else's words. 24-hour stream. Be there, donate, or be cursed. Those are your options. You will be cursed.
Alex, thank you for everything you do behind the glass and for
Thank
getting
you,
this
sir.
time on the air with us.
Thank you.
Everybody,
getting
we had a
graphics
good bouncing. We had a good live. Everyone in the chat was
Yes.
pumping up. We had a good show tonight. This was a fun one, gang. We talked about everything, basically but wrestling. But we did talk a little bit of wrestling. But tonight was a fun one. Thank you all for watching. We love you guys. You'll be seeing us bright and early, 7 a.m. Eastern time, breakfast with the Beards with Warren Hayes. I'll have a coffee. I'll have mimosas. Donate money. Get me drunk. I don't care. Until
Stay out,
Saturday.
baby.
Until Saturday.
Peace.
Peace out.
Mimosa.